Polyester Blend presents things we did and missed before the quarantine. Going to the opera. Cool handshakes. Prospecting. Giving a check to the boatman for an hour rental with the jet ski. Tuning a loom with a loon. Watching the movie Tango and Cash with a friend. Debating with that friend, who's cooler, Tango or Cash? Watching your friends scold your children in front of you, saying you'll never be anything because you have such a dumb father because he thinks Cash is cooler. Suing that friend for defamation. Finding an abandoned mine to throw his body into. Going to the spaghetti factory. This has been another edition of Polyester Blend presents Things We Did and Missed Before the Quarantine. Now stand by for the show.
You understand that? Do you? And you're...
Attention. For the next 1 minute and 10 seconds, the station will be conducting a test. On the good times broadcasting system, that is. So are you standing citizens? Come join us in a wave when up the celebration. It's guaranteed to be one wild ride.
People of the internet, it's time for another weekly edition of Polyester Blend Live. It's me, your good friend Ryan Schlegel, with his best boy across the valley who we wish we could be together, but sadly we can't. It's Clayton Scribner.
Hey, everybody out there in internet land.
Great intro, buddy. Great
What did you think? No,
intro.
I want to throw
vibe.
this out to the people, to all 6 people watching on the internet.
What
did you think of that beginning? That was pretty great. And I got to say, I watched the magic happen in real time. It was just watching it was like Van Gogh.
Painting the picture.
Like the works of a madman.
We have an audible. We pulled an audible. I should bring in... He's our weekly guest. He's our Ed McMahon. Because I want to talk about this. Because, Clay, there was an audible. We were going to do a different bit. But then we gave last week's bit another go-round. Squoze it. For all we could squoze.
It's because I threatened to quit the show.
That was a huge reason why. It's one of our good friends. He's become a family member here. Ryan Bradford from San Diego.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, as always.
And that, of course, will be the last time we hear from Ryan the rest of the show. That was a great job, buddy. You did great. We really appreciate it.
Goodbye.
Oh, man. I like the choice of shirt. Is fantastic. Giving homage to last week's episode.
I was not going to say anything. I'm glad you noticed.
Wait, I want to see the shirt. Oh, fuck. I'm surprised he didn't want to keep that bit going every week. I can't believe it.
Mother.
I mean, in a way, he is keeping the bit going this week.
Touche. You win this round. But, Clay, we pulled an audible. We went with the quarantine bit one more time. It was a big moment for us. We've done the introductions. But you wanted to bring up, just like he can't stop talking about Danzig. Did you want to talk about Dave from Hulu for 1 second? You okay, bud?
Isn't it? It might be too soon to bring on heavy subject matter like this.
You know what?
It's fine. Have you turned off the bed music?
I'll turn off Slaughter. I want to turn off. We usually let Slaughter play all the way out. At least I do because I can't get it. We're in the middle of the solo. Oh, and this is the breakdown. Wait for it.
Do you know he was from Vegas? Mark Slaughter.
What?
Mark Slaughter went to the same high school as me.
The fuck is the first time you're bringing this up right now?
I know.
Why are you just doing this to me right now? I have to look at you
like to
in the camera.
Wait, was he with you when Danzig fan came in?
I don't think.
Was he the Danzig fan?
Was he the Danzig man?
Fan?
No, Slaughter's quite a bit older than me, guys. Come on.
Oh, sorry, but sorry. It's kind of confusing for both Ryan and I.
I would say he's probably one of the top 10 famous people that went to my high school.
Who are the other? Wait. Who are the top 10?
I don't know. Probably number one is Agassi on the tennis player. It's probably number one.
He was a Vegas boy?
Yeah, I grew up like 3 houses down from him, man. Do we not talk?
I don't even know who you are. We've never done anything outside of this show. This is the only thing we do.
Yeah.
Did you ever walk on his lawn and he's like, "Hey, stay off the Agassi"?
No, man, that's good.
No.
No, I grew up next to it. I mean, his parents. Like the house he grew up in.
But okay,
But I bet you stayed off the Agassi.
There wasn't much Agassi allowed. It was like a compound. The only sound that would emanate from the compound was the sound of him hitting tennis balls all day. He was never actually seen in the neighborhood. Like he wasn't allowed to ride bikes, anything like that. Anyway, if we can go back to the Hulu thing real quick, we can get this off the plate.
Yeah, we want to get to the very serious.
The last week was the season finale of Dave.
Oh,
Dave on Hulu. Hurry up! Find the bankrupt sound from.
No, I'm trying
to
find you. I'm trying to find. There's got to be like a. What's the song you play when it's something sad?
Send in the clowns.
Send in the clowns. Not that song. Oh.
Bummer.
No.
That's all I got.
Anyway,
Bummer.
Yeah, it ends on what I would consider never before seen content
You've got to be kidding.
television. Like this is the first time you've ever seen anything like this on television.
That's not.
I don't want to provide any spoilers.
Jesus.
What I'm saying.
I mean, now you are selling. You are selling.
It is the
Hulu.
first time I have ever seen this thing happen on TV, and I was like blown away. And it took a turn that I like. You know how like something's happening in a television program where you're like, oh, it's just a dream, or whatever. Or he's in an alternative universe, or this is a flashback. It started with this premise and this thing that lasted maybe 10 minutes, and all my guesses of what it could be were wrong. So,
well, bud, this has
that's
been a
what I'm
Dave
saying.
on Hulu.
I mean,
update.
it is. I'm sorry, I'm bringing the heat today. It's hard to laugh at me. This is serious. This is a serious final pitch. I'm trying to close this deal.
The problem
I've got
is,
Hulu executives back here cutting checks.
Here's the deal. You got me. I'm upset because now I want to fucking watch Dave, even though I've seen you bluff in poker, and this is a bluff going on right now.
This is not a bluff,
This is a
man.
bluff.
This is not a bluff.
This is a bluff if I've ever seen one.
This is a message in a bottle. I'm out there. I'm just going. Come on, man. Come on.
All right, might have to do
He's got a flush, baby.
Sold.
A Dave flush.
right down the toilet. This fucking guy.
No, it was good. It was good. So anyway, Dave on Hulu. That's the last Dave on Hulu update until, for some ungodly reason, we're still doing this when Hulu re-ups and there's a season 2.
Oh, you better bet it. I'm in for the long haul on this one, man. Until the fucking pandemic takes me out, we're doing this every week. Speaking of every week, it's time for one of our favorite segments.
Order!
It's time for Point of Order. The segment where we do point of orders for each week. Point of orders. This week, very important. I didn't even think about talking about it. Then I realized there's a red herring in the room I'm in there's an actual thing I have to talk about. This week, our fair mayor, the one and great Mayor Mendenhall, announces she is taking submissions for a brand new Salt Lake City flag. And I was like, oh, of course I've always cared about that. Love it. But at the same time, I have to point it out because it's my backdrop. She wants to get rid of the greatness that is this shitty flag.
But that just means it'll be vintage. You know what I'm saying? Like retro style.
Listen, we all know that our flag sucks, but I embrace the suck part. It's like when Salt Lake downtown was a shithole and there was nothing going on. That's what this flag is to me. Okay, the new flag will the new flag will represent an era I was not a part of.
The new flag will be inclusive. It will be all these things that I'm not.
The flag, they very smartly put nobody. They very smartly put nobody in the background of this flag, showing how many people were not there.
Mm-hmm.
So this is
question: Are you saying that they I believe that's a flag of the mid to late 90s?
Well, you know
Possibly
who did it?
mid-90s.
Remember
Rocky,
that
right?
Yeah, so Rocky
Rocky,
Anderson, and that was one of my favorite articles of all time in the Trib, was when they go to comment under, when Jackie was mayor, she wanted to get a new flag, and they went to Rocky for a quote, and his quote was more or less like, "Why are you even coming to me with this? I'm too busy for this kind of thing. I don't know who made that decision. I don't care about flags." And that was like his entire quote. It's like, all right, Rocky, calm down. You're so busy trying to take Bush down, which, God bless. That was
sounds like he was like, why are you coming at me with my worst idea? Why are you telling me? Why are you reminding me of my worst idea?
This is my legacy. You're reminding me.
But
Well, it's
I'd
different,
like
different times now. People have time to think about flags these days.
And of course, we all know that our good friend Ryan Bradford is in San Diego, so I had to look up the city flag of San Diego.
That's what I was going to ask. Is the next question I was going to ask.
Is this? I mean, it's red, white, and yellow with a little seal in it. Is that the right one, Ryan Bradford? Do you even know what your flag looks like? Let me show you what your flag looks like. This is all I care about in this life, Ryan Bradford.
Sure.
Is this? Have you seen this around town?
That does not ring a bell. I've lived in this city for 10 years.
Oh my God! People, we just heard it here first. Ryan has not been living in San Diego. He's been lying this entire time. He's somewhere deep in Fresno.
Let me float an idea by you. These are the colors of my most despised condiments: red, white, and yellow. Ketchup, and mayo and mustard. And so maybe I had condiment blindness toward this flag. Maybe it's everywhere.
Dude, ketchup, mayo, and mustard, that's like the godhead of condiments. You hate all of them?
I hate them all.
Is a big moment. This is a big moment. Not only have you revealed to the Polyester Blend crowd that you hate all condiments, which is real, and just go ahead and shit on him in the chat. That's fine with me because he's wrong. Those are all the best, except ketchup. We can leave ketchup. No need for it. Pretty gross. But
yellow mustard? Really, you're gonna go?
Oh, I'm gonna go with yellow mustard's fine on a hot dog. What am I? Come on, I'm American as anybody else. Come on now. Well, not anybody else because other people from different countries aren't American.
But Bradford, more importantly, this is how consequential the city flag is. You lived in San Diego for 10 years. Much of that spent as a columnist, starved for content.
Yeah,
and right. This would have been a great column on the ketchup, mustard, and mayo flag, and it never reared its head. You never were exposed to it. Oh, is that a rebrand?
Yeah. So I'm looking at this.
That's a San Diego rebrand or a pitched rebrand?
This is a pitched rebrand, which I like because it kind of feels like a cruise flag. You seeing this?
I think it could go without the star and the anchor. I know.
Yeah, I don't know about the clip. I don't know about the clip art anchor, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Because we got boats here. We put the anchor in because we got boats, and it's in the ocean part of the flag where boats go. That was my pitch. I actually made this. It looks like it's some fucking shitty cruise line flag, so I'm gonna say reject. No, thank you. But that's one of our point of orders. Order. One of our point of orders for this week was bringing up the flag. I'm all for it. Of course, I'm all for it. We all know I'm all for it. Come on, we want a new flag, like cool one, like Denver or Chicago. I want all these.
Denver doesn't have a cool flag. I've never seen a flag of Denver. The Colorado flag is cool.
We're doing this all over again. Here we go.
Sorry.
We're going back into it. Denver.
The Colorado flag is great.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the polyester flag. This is
I
all
can go
about
all
flags.
night.
I could go all night on flags too. Look at this. Hold on. Screen share.
New Mexico has the best state flag.
New Mexico does have.
I don't think
Albuquerque's got a great. Look at the city flag for Denver.
Oh, that's beaut. It's a beaut.
That's exactly what you want.
It looks like a kind of a cheap knockoff of the state flag, though. I was looking. Sorry, I was looking.
Were you looking at this
city
one?
Skyline with the sea. Sorry, that was bad.
You were looking at this shitty one. That was my personal choice.
This looks like someone got a hold of Photoshop and just like.
It looks like Pac-Man. It's like Colorado edition of Pac-Man, who's about to eat Denver. Which I watched that movie. Let's be frank.
Messed up eclipse of the sun that just was perfect. It's all right.
Those mountain cities love putting the mountains in their flags.
Oh god, people are gonna look back and luckily they can't see how bad I'm spelling Albuquerque city flag. I grew up in Salt Lake with a shitty flag. Okay, people, I don't have a lot of education. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's pretty good.
It's obviously an homage to the state flag, which is the best flag of all the states.
New Mexico. I think Denver's is pretty good, but I think you're right. Yeah, come on. It's one of the best.
It's clean.
It's one of the best. The best is, you know what Maryland's look like, right?
Oh, the one that looks like it's like a soccer fight battle flag.
Yeah. No, but is it the city of Baltimore? City of Baltimore.
The state one has all the checkers and all that stuff. Dude, our ratings are exploding right now.
I know,
on this
flag talk.
expiration.
Anyway, that's Point of Flag. That's Point of Flag. That's the new segment. Point of Flag. Before I go
That
on.
looks like a soccer flag or football, you might
Yeah, that's what I'm
say.
saying.
Thank you. I had no idea what you were talking about until you clarified it.
Well, the Baltimore Ravens incorporated the state flag heavily into their branding. FYI.
Just have the corpse of Edgar Allan Poe dead on rabies. They should have that on the flag. I would take it.
I thought you were going to make a reference to that guy on the Baltimore Ravens.
Now,
The
come
telltale
on.
flag.
Come on. Point of order number 2. I just want to bring this up because it's time to get shitty. We need to start getting shitty with other YouTube channels. We're starting to really bring the flack. I don't know the guy personally. Seems like a very nice young man who hosts this channel. But I got a lot of issues, okay? I spent a lot of time on YouTube. I got nothing, okay? This show, granted, brings in 10 people a week. I'm not saying that we got better ratings than this channel, okay? Clearly. But I want to bring up the channel Silicon Slopes, okay? They're all over the place. And the reason I want to bring this up, they've got, this guy seems nice. I'm not trying to get down on this guy. But Silicon Slopes has, like, you know, Congressman Ben McAdams on their show. And they're getting 53 views on this sumbitch. And they've only got 1.58 thousand. 1,000, about 1.5 thousand followers, and they're getting Ben McAdams on, and all we can get is Robert Gerke. I mean, what the fuck is going on?
Actually, a testament to us that we are able to pull in people like Gerke. You know,
damn right.
Of course, we had to lie to him and say it was a poker game, but that's okay. You know, it's Silicon Slopes got the money. They got money. Follow the money. They got money.
They got money, but I just don't like what they're doing with the weird testing. It's this weird Utah privatization. Bradford, it's a thing in Utah, very Utah-centric right now for the one person other than you in California listening. But it just bothers me. They got Ben. They got all the heavy hitters coming on every day. We should get the heavy hitters is all I'm saying.
We just have to rebrand ourselves.
Who are the heavy hitters in this scenario?
Well, it's all local Utah people, but it's like, let's go through their page. Really
By the
quick.
way, what do you think of post-beard Ben McAdams? I think he looks kind of
He looks
hardcore.
great. I think he's looking some of the best he's ever looked. You got scientists, the heavy hitters, the scientists. But they've had, like, our mayor has gone on this, the county mayor. It's just a lot of, you know.
Silicon Slopes has a decent amount of
cash money.
capital in its marketing budget. I think, their branding looks sharp. They've got great guests. That even with those two things combined, the view numbers seem low, especially if you have money.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm wondering what the disconnect is there. If they're not doing paid content correctly, or if there's just something. Is YouTube just a side hustle for them? They're actually pumping it through a different channel.
Exactly.
You know, there is a
Getting more
team.
views.
There's a team of social media managers having this exact conversation, but they work for Silicon Slopes
And they're
YouTube
catching a
channel.
check.
They're just like, how do we get more people to watch it? Get the beard guy.
I'll tell you what, we're getting twice as many views of them per week. So if they cut us a check for 10K,
That's all I'm
we'll
saying.
double their views.
We'll
We'll double the views by giving us our stream key.
We'll take it. I mean, yeah, we're gonna be all lefty and shit. We're gonna be swearing like a motherfucker. And we're gonna just tell Ben how handsome he is with his beard, and we're not gonna get to any real points to it. But come on, give us this money. We know what the Utahns want. They want old city flags. All right, the next one is this you, Ryan? Did you put this to bring up Westworld again?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
God. Talk to me about
Well,
this.
no. Okay. Last week, was it last week that you were
one or 2
harping
weeks
on
ago.
in
Who knows?
Westworld?
They're all together at this point. They're all the same high quality show we do.
Well, yeah. It is. I do feel that it's monumental in that the first episode coincided with the first week of lockdown, and so that's how I've been keeping time.
So it was
of
them.
the
It was them who did all
quarantine.
this.
And so last night was the season 3 finale, and that was 8 weeks. So I've been in California has been in lockdown for 8 weeks, and
Jesus.
so that's how I keep time these days. Is via
Is
Westworld.
Westworld. So now that Westworld's over, do you feel like you have COVID? You need to go check because this is the end.
Pretty
of
much,
you?
yeah. We're gonna have to. Someone's gonna have to tell me when summer starts and when my birthday is, and
All I
how
know
many
is-
Westworlds
Never seen
we
an
have
never
until
seen an
summer.
episode of Westworld. Never watched one episode.
So you're not missing out on anything. Fuck that.
It started out so good.
Did start
this
out
season.
good, but I gave up on it. All right, that was Point of Order. Point of Order. Point of Order. One of our segments we do each week. We try to check in with some points of order. Next on the docket, we want to get to our paid sponsor of the week. Paid sponsor of the week. That's right, paid sponsor of the week. This week, we are paid by the fine people of the sports league I love most, the NHL, who have come out with their line of NHL themed face masks, truly showing you where we're at in the world. And the whole reason I brought this up, okay, they say the money's going to charity, even though they should probably be paying the employees they fucking laid off is what they should do with it. Even though I agree paying the first responders, do both. You got plenty of money in NHL. But this really just is one of those moments for me personally that sunk in. There's my boys, the Red Wings. This was a moment of like, oh my God, it's fucking real. This is like, again, I've been so busy with the polyester blend. We've got a weekly show we do. I got to stay focused on that. But this really reminded me of, good God. Have you looked into the NBA? Are they doing this, Clay?
I haven't looked into the NBA's marketing of the masks.
I'm getting that Red Wing one. I want it because if I make it to where I'm 70, it'll be a thing you pull out of a box and be like, this was one of the masks I bought during the pandemic of 2020.
No, but like here's what gets me. You know, this week we've heard a lot of people that are anti-mask or just anti-whatever at this point say people are just doing this as a fashion statement. I've actually heard that a few times. I'm like, look, even a sweet Red Wings mask, I'm not going to want to wear in my leisure unless there's a pandemic on. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta look like a fucking jackass. It's like during the quarantine.
I don't care how good you wear it, bud.
I just put up the quarantine thing again to show you that there's a corn mask on there. That's a real mask you can get, which I kind of want to get is that corn one. I kind of want that one. But anyway,
speaking of that, I mean, should we talk about the special giveaway tonight, or?
Yes, this is a big moment. Did you even know about this, Bradford? Or yeah,
Clay showed me in the green room, and it's fantastic. I'm so excited.
God, I am giving away. I've been sorting my records for the past year and a half.
Big announcement.
I was sorting my records today, and I found a sealed copy.
Oh shit!
Of this. What is this called? Follow the Leader.
It's called
1998's
Follow
arguably their best album,
it is
right?
The best album. And
Cornheads.
No, it's got Freak on a Leash, right?
Yeah,
it's got the penultimate song on the entire record, Cameltosis. Come on! And then that their great magnum opus, Dead Bodies Everywhere. So what I was thinking here is, so we've got right now a quick check of the ratings. We've got 4 people watching us on Facebook.
We got 7 on YouTube. People. We're blowing up. We're over 10.
One of those 11 people, all they have to do is put their email in the comments, zoom in, and tell us your favorite corn story.
Here, I'm going to share.
And this will be live. This will be yours.
Clay, in the Facebook one, you share the invite. I will share it in the YouTube one.
You got it, man.
Anyone who wants to call in to get that.
You got to zoom in.
You got to zoom in.
Meeting. I will straight up snail mail you this. I'll sanitize it. I'll snail mail you this corn.
What do they have to do again? They have to do what?
Just to zoom into this program and tell me your favorite corn story. Whether it's something that happened while you were listening to corn, or you met corn, or you were eating corn, or whatever. I mean, like I didn't necessarily say it had to be band related. Anything having to do with corn.
Well, someone just tried to zoom in, but they went away.
They got cold feet.
They got cold feet.
Okay.
By the way,
$10 says it was Matthews.
I think it was, Jeremy. But also we know how to bring in the people to our show. Not only are we subject to low ratings, but now we're adding on the element of giving away a corn album, which is always bringing the people out, the right people to our show. We're just the people.
Hey, that album came out 22 years ago.
It's
a classic.
We all know that I love that album. I mean, Jesus Christ, I was all about that album my whole life. I
believe you bought my copy, Ryan.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I think
why did you have it? You're right.
I got it for Christmas from a cousin, and I think you bought it for $10.
First of all, that cousin's now my cousin because we know each other so well. I kind of let's get phone numbers because I need to talk to that person. they set up my life as a cornhead. All right, I'm watching. We're watching the people calling in, zooming in. If you want to zoom in and get that corn album, that pays up that. And again, we always like to bring up, and especially with our guest coming up at 8:45, we got a big guest this week, one of the best guests we've ever had, Jamie G coming on. She's going to play her favorite songs from 2005. who's a big get for Ryan Bradford. Okay, he's bringing on the guests here. Okay, Clayton did it last week. Ryan did it this week. I have yet to bring any guests on. The only people I bring on is the high quality comedy bits. But also, let's bring up Carousel. Go and donate to Carousel. Of course, Carousel gave us our start. Go listen to them while you're driving around. If you're being safe with masks on, if you're listening at home, just put on Carousel. Donate to them. Jamie got a lot of her time there. She spent a lot of time there. All right. Next thing on the list. It is time for everyone's favorite. I even got new music for you, Ryan. I got new music for you.
Oh,
it is
holy
time.
moly, I am excited.
It's time for a hit bit that last week was maybe everyone's favorite. It's time
Here we
for
go.
Ryan's Comic Corner.
Let's hear that theme.
Oh, it's just an old-timey comic strip.
Ooh, that's
Feels
real
old-timey.
nice.
Feels exactly what you're all about.
Hey, Ryan, check your text before we start this comic bit. Keep going.
Oh,
We got a little technical snafu there I need you to address.
oh, fuck. Hold on. Did you delete?
Thanks a lot, Zuck.
Oh, gee, we
No,
might
you
have
just-
to do it during the music break because that'll take a minute.
Oh, man.
You blow it. Just tell people to go to YouTube if they want to watch it because I didn't screw that one up. All right, everybody. We are doing Comics Corner this week. Ryan, you gave us 2, and you put it in the chat, which was so smart of you. So smart of you to put this in the chat. But let's show Clay. I will share the screen with him. It is time for your first comic pick of the week.
Okay.
Ryan, what are we looking at here?
So this is a very, very unorthodox comic that came out today.
Sorry, to set this up, Ryan, you spent the quarantine. You subscribed to a comic subscription thing where you get news Sunday funnies sent to you. Is that correct?
It's not. It's called the newspaper. I have a subscription to the newspaper.
Sorry, I'm unfamiliar with that. I have no fucking clue what that is. At first,
Can I ask you a question? Do you know Ryan, like the history of Blondie? I mean, certainly it's been around. I don't know, man, since pre-war.
I don't know.
World War II.
I love you like you asked that to me like everyone knows. Like, do you know the history of Blondie? Like, what's going on?
I don't.
Okay, because that camp, Dean Young cannot be the. I'm gonna do a Wikipedia deep dive while you.
Yes, and come back and report on that. Ryan, give us your feelings on what's going on with Blondie here.
Okay, well, this is a strange comic, just because it has a guest appearance from the Sarge of Beetle Bailey coming in.
Oh, you're right. There he is. But I got ahead. I don't want any spoilers. No spoilers here, Ryan.
Oh, right. So for our viewers that are just listening right now, it's Dagwood and his boss doing a walk and talk.
It's very
And
Alan
the boss-
Sorkin of them.
Right. The boss is saying, in honor of Military Appreciation Month, I have an old friend filling in for me. And Dagwood says, okay, boss.
And the thing about Dagwood,
And-
the fucking responses he has kills me every time.
Right.
Okay, boss.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Pretty straightforward, huh? Fuck. Hilarious.
And the boss says, he's tough, so no slacking.
Okay.
And Dagwood says, yeah, right.
Okay,
And then
again,
the Sarge,
setting it up.
go ahead.
I was just saying, he's the responses. That character is why I love him is the responses he gives. You know, okay, boss. And, yeah, right. You know, very funny.
Yeah, right. I feel like Dagwood is a very nervous fella. Suffers from anxiety.
Dagwood Bumstead.
Okay, boss.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Okay, I think you're right. That's way better. Better read.
And so then the Sarge from Beetle Bailey comes in, and he's like, fall in, Bumstead. He's yelling that. Very large font.
And so, like, anyone under the age of 50 would not have any idea who that person is.
Yeah, like I mean, he's so ingrained in comics,
Beetle?
ubiquitous, or the Sarge that you almost.
In the Sunday Funny world, I mean,
Yeah.
they're gonna get this. This is right up their alley. It's like when we make jokes about.
Are they like, oh shit, Beetle Bailey dropped
shit,
in?
Beetle
Oh my god!
Right? Yeah.
Sick cameo, dude. Sick
That's like
cameo.
when Sam Donald, what was his name? Sam from Cheers showed up to Frasier. It was like, oh no way, Sam.
Yeah. People love crossovers.
So here we go. This is an epic crossover. So to answer my question,
But really quickly, what was the funny
go ahead.
part? What was the funny part?
that is an important question.
I believe it's
That's not a joke. That's just a reference. You know what I
think it's
mean?
the
Like,
fact that Bailey. No, but Bailey jumping in, it's going to get an emotional reaction to somebody.
it's not a joke.
Well,
though.
here's the thing. I think it's gonna pay off later in the week. I'm hoping that this is a serialized sequence of comics, and Dagwood and the Sarge have some misadventures. So
Yeah, and
that's
also,
the beauty with the daily comics is you got to keep up with them.
And also,
So you know
the
what's going on.
Sarge has no jurisdiction in civilian life, so he can't really get him to fall in line. There's no authority there. We need to.
Yeah, so that's kind of funny.
He has a problem with work-life balance.
Like
This
the
is
fish
so-
out of water angle.
He's shell
Sarge
shocked.
in the office setting.
The Sarge is shell shocked in this moment. I mean, he's just barking orders like he's still in the war. It's like, Sarge.
Yeah, he might maybe some
Take
PTSD
him
going
to the
on.
VA. Let's
Sarge.
respect him. All right. Well, respect to our military service. We do respect.
Yeah,
the
nothing
Sarge
funny
for-
about PTSD, but
nothing funny about that.
FYI, guys, Blondie is this year celebrating its 90th year of publication.
no.
That
Yeah,
joke
d-
feels
blonde-
like it's taken 90 years for it to find a punchline.
Blondie and
I-
Dag would have been around for 90 years.
I feel like this is the moment, like 90 years have culminated in this, the arrival of Sarge into Dagwood's world. So
Yeah,
we're on the
but-
precipice of something great, fellas.
The current Dean Young is the son of the original cartoonist Chick Young, who invented it in 1930. There you go.
I wonder what that process was like, learning how to draw your father's creation.
Oh, I thought you meant like turning the comic strip over to him. I was like, well, Chick died,
Blondie almost
so I
saw
involved
the,
death.
Blondie
And
almost.
Dean's like, haha, the cash cow is mine.
Yeah.
Also, Blondie almost saw both pandemics. Almost saw Spanish flu and almost saw both. All right, that was number one in Ryan's Comic Corner, the best segment we have going. Always the thrill ride. Ryan, what is number two? What is going on here? I mean, what am I looking at?
So this is a comic called Bizarro. I don't really know anything about Bizarro,
Got that
but when
right.
I was scrolling through the comics a few days ago and I saw this, I was like, ooh, daily newspapers getting a little dirty.
Whoa!
We got some fecal humor going on with some
Oh
dung
my
beetles.
god!
Okay.
You sent this to me. You sent this to me earlier this week, and I still haven't recovered.
Okay, so let's go through it. It's from our again. It took two people on this one. I know that there's one drawer, one writer, but the joke reads like it took two people. It's such a superior joke. But let's go through it, Ryan. I'm going to slowly scroll down it. Read the first part, Ryan.
Okay, so you got a bug insect-like thing pushing a shopping cart, and he's got his little grub babies inside, and the big insect thing is like, I told you, Kevin, we're not getting poop tarts. And as you scroll down a little bit, the caption says, when dung beetles go shopping, which is real great.
Okay, can I just give you? Okay, can I give you what I like about it and what I don't like about it? Just like a quick review.
Wait, Clay.
Okay, yes.
Clay.
What? Why do you? What?
I was just going to quickly say, you said you have both a like and a dislike. Huh,
Yes.
I would have only gone with one of those.
Oh,
What I
super
like?
light.
Super like.
So,
What I
Yeah.
like about it is the detail and the textures of the beetle's skin. I appreciate the work that went into that. There obviously didn't just take a second. The illustration was deliberate, took its time, and then I have like about 5 complaints. Number one, cheap humor, poop tarts. What the fuck? Come on. And then there's a serious amount of font dissociation that's happening here that I cannot get with. And then also the wholly unnecessary last title there at the bottom when dung beetles go shopping. I mean, come on.
where's the mystery?
But would you know that they were dung beetles?
I would have pretty much guessed.
Okay, this was the literal argument that Wayno and Berario had. Like, oh, you gotta put the dung beetle in there. No, they're gonna know what it is. What are you talking
I mean,
about?
I don't know. I don't know what the baby grub. I guess I would have figured it out, but
No, I like it, even if it wasn't dung beetles. That is just the beetle saying to another beetle, "We're not getting poop tarts." Because I think like,
but I will say this about the comic: is Kevin is an inherently funny name.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I'm
Kevin's
sorry if we have any Kevins
That's
in the
true.
audience right now.
Kevin's a shit eater name. Kevin is a shit
I
eater name.
I would have also appreciated the smaller beetle and the shopping cart to just be dealing strictly in fecal matter. I don't know what those products are, but they don't look poop related.
It's like a
they don't look-
skull.
Yeah, that looks like there's some things that are fancier than poop.
By the way,
Yeah.
I already know how to make this better. I already know how to make this better. You take away the bottom. Take away the bottom thing, and you put it up here. You say, "I told you, Kevin, we're not getting poop tarts, comma, because we're dung beetles going shopping." That's what you put it in.
There you go.
The text box.
That's much better.
And
That's improvement.
much
Is there
better.
a stick of dynamite behind the shop?
Yeah, I just noticed that. That's
What is
strange.
that? That's a weird explosive situation. Or is that an accident?
All right, everybody, that's been Ryan's Comic Corner.
gonna be a
We've spent plenty of
Shitsplosion.
time on
Thank you, everybody. That was that's my
Ryan's-
highlight of the week, and
It's
I'll
his-
be back with more comics next week.
Next
so
week he'll have plenty more. We know he will. He loves
be sure
doing it.
to
We love him.
Listen to Ryan's Comics Corner. Can you play the outro music, please?
It's the greatest segment going. We all love it. Thank you, Ryan, for all what you're adding to the show, because we all appreciate it. We want to get.
You want to do that? You want to rock the dance so we can fix our technical difficulties and reset our schedule here, because we got women at home coming up on us soon.
Yeah, we got 9 minutes.
I'm just
to talk.
saying.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's skip the next.
Yeah.
Oh, I got two things though. I definitely want to get to later.
Yeah, we can do it
we'll
afterwards.
get to
But
that later.
I want to make sure that we're up on Facebook Live when we have
Sure.
our special guest on.
Absolutely. All right, we'll take a moment to figure that out. We're gonna play some dance music, people. Dance music.
But not necessarily dance music, just music that makes you want to dance, not the genre dance. Although you do have some.
Breaking
What could be
news,
considered-
this dancing segment does not involve dancing music, the genre. It is just dancing music you could dance to, not the genre of dance music. We want to make sure that is clear to everybody listening out there. It is time.
I just didn't want our six viewers to be like, oh, I'm not really in the mood for dance music on a Monday evening.
No, we're just playing some dancing music. We love dancing music. We love
Deep
you.
house.
We love you
only.
for coming and joining some time with Polyester Blend every Monday from 8 to 10 Mountain Standard Time. You get quality bits like Ryan's Comic Corner every week right here in Polyester Blend, and we like to provide that for you.
Man. That
We
really is quality.
I wanted it. I'm telling you, I love that fucking bit. I'll do it every day. We should just do its own show. All right, everybody, we're going to play some songs. Clay and I and Ryan got some songs. We're going to be back with our special guest, Jamie G. We're going to talk about the year 2005 in music, so get those ideas, get those thoughts. I'm going to be looking in the Zoom if you want to join to get that Korn album. Wow, I've turned really into full radio guy. Calling live on the 2s and 3s if we want to get that Korn album. We're going to be playing live at the Bakersfield Dome. The Bakersfield Beethovens, as they're called, Korn. We are playing some dance music. I'm going to get things started with one of my favorites of all time. It's time for a brand new Why Yo
Hey man, what is it?
Mix Grill,
It's a brand
the
new
band,
Why Yo.
dance songs. We'll be back talking to Jamie G, Polyester Blend. More to come. God bless. Dung Beetles eat shit. We'll be back in a minute with more Polyester Blend.
letters every day now since you've been gone. Talking to you by the telephone for what seems like a whole life long. But I've got something to give you that the mailman can't deliver. I can't mail it in, I can't phone it in, I can't send it in, even by your closest kin. I'm bringing it to you personally, 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 yeah. I'm talking about love, all of my love. I'm bringing it to you personally, 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 yeah. I'm bringing it to you personally, 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 yeah. There's nothing like the feeling I get, oh, when you're touching me, baby. There's nothing like the feeling you get when I'm there with you, oh, my love. But I've got something to give you that the mailman dare not deliver. I can't mail it in, I can't phone it in, I can't send it in, even by your closest friend. I'm bringing it to you personally, 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 yeah. I'm bringing it to you personally, 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 yeah. But I've got something to give you that the mailman dare not deliver. I can't mail it in, I can't phone it in, I can't send it in, even by your closest friend. I'm bringing it to you personally, 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 yeah. I'm bringing it to you personally, 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 yeah. I'm running it to you personally, 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 yeah. I'm running it to you.
Oh, what you gonna do? You wanna get down? Tell me. Oh, what you gonna do? Do you wanna get down? Oh, what you gonna do? You wanna get down? Oh, what you gonna do? You wanna get down? Tell me. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me. How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. 'Cause I heard all the people saying, get down on it. Come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. Baby, baby. Get down on it. Get on it. Get down on it. I say people.
Can't hear anything.
What? What you gonna do? You gotta get on the groove. If you want your body to move. Tell me, baby. How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me. How you gonna do it if you really won't take a chance? By standing
She sings on somewhere you can't see. She sits in the top of the greenest tree. She sends out an aroma of undefined love. It drips on down in a mist from above. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. The girl you want. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. The girl you want. You hear her calling everywhere you turn. You know you're headed for the pleasure burn, but the words get stuck on the tip of your tongue. She's a real thing, but you knew it all along. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. The girl you want. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. The girl you want. Look at you with your mouth watering. Look at you with your mind spinning. Why don't we just admit it's all over? She's just the girl you want. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. The girl you want. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. The girl you want. She sings from somewhere you can't see. She sits in the top of the greenest tree. She sends out an aroma of undefined love. It drips on down in the mist from above. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. The girl you want. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. The girl you want. Look at you with your mouth watering. Look at you with your mind spinning. Why don't we just admit it's all over? She's just the girl you want. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. The girl you want. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. The girl you want. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. The girl you want. She's just a girl. She's just a girl.
Oh, Devo, it's not the girl you want. It's the stream key you want. It's the goddamn Facebook to work correctly because Clayton had some shit going on over there on the other side. But we were doing tech issues left and right. We got it taken care of, and we're back. And not only are we back with just three other shit dudes, we're back with one of the greatest people to live in Rose Park besides Ryan Schlegel. One of the greatest people in Salt Lake of the last 25,000. No, I don't know. Jamie G, you're in the house. Say hello.
Can you hear me?
Absolutely. Clay is
Yes.
gone. We've lost Clay, but who gives a shit?
Oh, who gives a
Great
shit,
spot.
huh? Oh, that's nice. That's really cool. Bring on another guest and kick me off. Whatever.
We've got all that we need. Jamie, so good to see you. Thank you for coming and doing
This
this.
show just took a we are like exponentially more classy than we were 5 minutes ago. Let me tell you.
Yeah. We are
Wait,
Happy to
I
see
can
you.
hear-
Jamie, what's your corn story?
I don't know, but I'm hearing Ryan talk. I think there's like a delay.
Yeah, this is
Oh, you're
not
listening-
professional.
Okay, wait, Jamie. Are you listening? You have to listen to
Oh,
the Zoom through your
yeah.
headphones.
Listen to
Oh.
the Zoom through your headset. Sorry, we never explained any of that to you. Sorry about that. We were just doing 1,000
on,
great
hold on.
jokes, and we missed all
Okay.
of them.
Sorry.
So forget what's actually broadcasting. You gotta get rid of that. There's a swear delay. So every time Ryan
Oh,
drops an
good.
F-bomb, we actually get to turn
Sorry,
it. We turn it up.
This is
We have a second delay before each quarantine reference, so we can mute it.
Yeah, we
quarantine.
yeah. It's like
Quarantine.
it's like row your boat. We're all doing our own stream audios at our own paces. So
Jamie, did you call in for your chance at the
oh
free?
yeah, Jamie, get
Still
this.
seals.
I was the one who like went in and then
I said,
quickly-
is that you? I saw that. I was like, oh, someone.
I was like, I want to join. Oh wait, no, I don't want that.
I thought that's what it was. I thought someone was like, oh, free album. Cool. No, I'll pass on that one.
I wanted to Zoom.
The
but I didn't want the corn.
The Bakersfield Beethovens, as I like to call them. We are so excited because we needed your knowledge. We know shit. Ryan and I were just 20. How old were we in 2005?
You were just 5 years old,
We were 5
right?
years old.
2005?
We're very young boys. Still very young.
Little cornheads.
Little cornheads. Actually, I was only 5 years removed from seeing Korn at the E Center, so I was very much a young cornhead in recovery. Actually, I never got out of it. I still love them all the time. I'm gonna get that album.
Do you really love them? Do you?
No, I don't. I don't hate them like I used to, though. I mean, I'm not gonna, I'm not picking up the new album. I ain't going out and seeing what Fieldy and the boys are up to. But
Well, no one's going out to pick up the album.
well, except their family, loved ones.
There's got to be like some kind of quarantine.
That's what we do. Yes, that's what we've been doing.
Yes. Okay.
Disgusting.
Well.
Sorry, we have talked about Korn every single episode. So that's something to be said about our show is that we have nonstop talk about Korn. But one thing we've been doing, segue alert, is that we've only done 5 shows. No, we've only done 5 shows since we started this. We've been going through the years, starting in 2000, which was it's been a sad couple of years, I'm going to say, Jamie. For me and Ryan, we've been listening to a lot of male angsty music. Clayton's off listening to his cool hip-hop music.
My palate was far more developed than theirs at this time. It's been actually made me feel really good about my taste in music.
Did anyone else kind of gag a little bit when he said that? All right, and then and then we've now gotten to 2005, and we were texting earlier, Jamie, and you said it's a really good year. I mean, I think you're gonna have a lot better music than I did, but I was overwhelmed with how many albums I started to really like in 2005. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, it was a legitimately good year, and I was kind of joking earlier, but the OC soundtracks were really good. There were a lot of really good songs on those albums.
Phantom Planet.
Those albums. But it was a good year. It was a particularly good year for Canadian music. We discussed earlier.
One of my choices was a Canadian band.
Several of mine were, and several of mine got taken off the plate because you had already taken them.
Especially the Canadian ones.
The Canadian ones. Did you know that part of the reason that there was such good music back then is that the government gave indie musicians grants to make music, so they could. Yeah, Canada's greater.
Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine government helping the people. What a weird idea. Oh my God.
So they could afford to go out. So, Wolf Parade and Broken Social Scene and the New Pornographers and.
So good.
That's awesome. Jamie, were you writing at this time? I can't remember. Where were you at?
I was. Okay. I was at City Weekly, but I was still, I think, a staff writer. So I was covering politics.
Yeah, I definitely remember that because you did cover some music because you gave my band some lukewarm reviews at the time.
I did not.
Listen,
Jamie.
Not that I'm bitter or anything.
Jamie, do you remember? Jamie, do you remember? There was a story. Someone, I can't remember who wrote it for City Weekly, but someone interviewed one of the members of Wolf Parade, and they laid out the entire background of the album title, Apologies to the Queen Mary.
It was not me.
Okay, that's like one of those articles that have stuck with me like throughout the years. It was like this amazing story of them getting drunk on the Queen Mary and wrecking it. But it was like the entire article. It wasn't even like the singer. I think they interviewed the bass player, but it was you
very rarely interviewed the singer. It was usually the bass player or the drummer.
Mm-hmm.
The drummers being the weak links in those bands. Am I right,
yes.
Jamie? Talking to two drummers right now. Oh boy.
Wow. Oh boy. Can I rewind 1 second to the earlier point?
You can't talk about the review of Rodeo Boys anymore. I'm sorry.
That's really why you got me on.
No, I actually have a plaque. I have a plaque in my drawer here at the house that says 2006 best local bar band, City Weekly. And you probably made us that so we can get in and get free drinks and free food, which thank you so much. But I remember at the time being like, best local bar band. Like, I call us best local band, I'm still offended. Call us best bar band, I'm offended. But best local bar band.
Best local bar band that's also shitty.
I remember being offended spend it at the time, but I remember
I
getting
mean-
really drunk on the City Weekly's dime. So thank
I
you.
mean, well, I'll say this: we had to come up with like 300 picks or something in like a month. So we had to get a little creative.
And that's
Yes,
just how,
thank you.
yeah, that's how high Rodeo Boys got.
Some people
So-
had to get pigeonholed. That's fine. No, so what I was going to say real quick is that you brought up the OC soundtrack and quality music being in them, and I immediately had a flashback of recently somehow watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer and being like, what? There's like, what
yeah.
on there? And then, of course, there's the famous 90210 segment where like Flaming Lips are playing at the bar at the Peach
Yes.
Pit or something. Like, and all it takes is one producer in one of those shows to have decent taste in music, and boom, you got the Flaming Lips playing the Peach Pit.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that was
So
That
was
was- yeah, I
OC
feel
kind of
like-
like that?
yeah. I can pull it up for you. Let's see.
Oh,
I
Guess
feel
gotta
like for
do
a year or
deep
two,
dive
the
on
OC was like the tastemaker of indie music.
I mean,
for a
Ryan,
year or two.
Stephanie knows, and we should have had her on. so we could
she
talk about
came
it.
over and she said make sure to put Block Party on, but Ryan Bradford already had that on there. But I got at the thrift
Oh, yeah.
store for stuff a couple months ago for bingo. I was looking at prizes and they had OC the board game. And I brought
Okay.
it back and I was like, oh, I'm going to give this a stuff as a goof. And the reaction I got out of her was not, oh, this is funny. It was, I'm fucking playing this. And this is the only
Yeah.
thing I care about.
I as soon as quarantine's over, I'm coming
You're
over.
right. It's blocks away, Jamie.
Like, so just a few, Spoon,
Oh yeah, girls can talk. Do girls can
Eels.
talk? No.
Eels, Super Furry Animals.
The
Death
Eels
Cab for
were on
Cutie
there?
People.
I didn't
Yes.
know that.
Remember Dios Malos, Nata Surf, The Thrills, The Walkman,
Should have been Dio.
OC.
The Future Heads, Pinback.
Oh man, the Future Heads. That was an album. All these bands are bands I burnt from I rented them at the library and brought home.
Matt Pond, PA. Remember that band? Kasabian.
That's funny.
LCD Sound System.
Oh, I heard of them a little
I was
bit.
going to say, are these all
Good.
California bands and you throw that out? There was a big LCD sound system release in 2005, was there not?
There was the Daft
Yeah.
Punk is playing at my house.
There you go.
By the way,
It's really hard to it's hard to narrow down.
Did you say Matt
Should have been
Pond?
an LCD OCD sound system.
The OCD sound system.
OCD.
What did you say,
Did
Brian?
you say Matt Pond? Pond?
Matt Pond.
As in like a
PA.
pawn shop?
No, like pond, like a.
I was gonna make a joke. That
The
guy's
ball give a walk
he's not
out.
even getting pawned at pawn shops anymore. That's how out of date that guy
Hey.
is. Oh, we got a
Man,
big
our
time.
ratings just got cut in half on that one.
Oh
We're moving
man,
on.
all our pond PA heads are
Oh,
hating
man,
us.
This
Pond
is
heads.
23 songs will take you right back to summer in the 2000s.
When we were all watching Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Brad Pitt,
Did that
Angelina
really come
Jolie
out?
in the movie
One time.
cinema.
Jeff Buckley. Yeah.
What?
They got that quality on there. Coldplay,
Oh, wow.
the Dandy Warhols.
And that was early. That was before Coldplay. Well, was that Coldplay already the biggest band in the world for that weird little stretch?
Oh, they were huge
at
was
that
after-
point.
That was
Rush
after,
of
yeah.
Blood.
They were
Still are pretty big.
good.
They still
Block
make the
Party.
money.
Block Party.
Block Party. We're gonna get to so many of these. OC really did hit it. As much as I wanted the goof on the OC for being a little too centric to that OC north of where Ryan is right now. Did a really good job. You can't beat him. That's a good list right there. It was good. It was
So
a good time.
we're gonna do sets of two, Ryan. What's up? What are we play these tracks
Yeah,
right
why
now?
don't we- why
Have
don't
Jamie
we-
talk about them or what?
Let's do that. Let's do two songs of 2005 right now. We'll come back. Jamie, we'll play your song each time, and then we'll talk about your song, and we'll throw one of ours in there. Let's do let's do Jamie and mine, and then we'll come back and talk about it. And then we'll.
What do you got to say about this Doves track? What does this make you think of when you why'd you pick that one?
I mean, this album's just one of my favorite albums of all time. And Doves just came out with a new EP. I'm very excited about it.
Keeping it concise.
I don't know. It just makes me feel things. The brooding,
How's the new one?
good. It sounds a lot like their other stuff. I'm fine with that. I don't know. I like a good brooding, slightly drunk. He's kind of messed up his life. He's now lamenting about everything in a really romantic.
Oof.
Oh my
way.
God! This sounds like I should listen to this.
Sounds
This is,
like me at a
right
Chuck
up
E.
my alley.
Cheese.
After last year's Purple Mountains experience, I'm really I'm wary of any brooding
It's not quite
commentaries on
It's
depressing.
like he's fine. It's like he's fine now.
He's gonna be okay. Okay, good.
It's not that dark.
All right, just checking.
I mean,
Anybody
take a
called him
listen.
lately?
I mean, he's definitely on my list.
Was it as brooding as the Rodeo Boys album from 2005, or was it
They actually won best local bar band in the
of the planet? As opposed to Rodeo Boys, Salt Lake City.
Best local bar band in the universe.
This is fantastic. Thank you, Jamie, so much for coming on. It's really, really fun to have you here. Thank you for dealing with us as we got through our tech stuff. We're back in business. We're feeling like $1 million, and this is $1 million choice.
I hope I can come back and maybe bring Charlie.
Oh my God! You can listen. You don't have to go anywhere. You can stay as long as you want. You're already making this show so much better. All we were doing earlier is reading old comics from the fucking newspaper. Okay.
I almost left.
Okay.
What?
We got nothing.
You almost shut it down.
But it was
canceled the appointment.
Oh, that reminds me. It's
No,
time for
the chat box was going crazy.
it's time for round 2
Everybody
of
was
Ryan's
loving
Comic
that.
Corner. We're going into.
Oh God!
All right, let's play the song. You got it loaded up, right, Clay? You got it.
I got it loaded, Jamie. You're the DJ. I mean, some cities, 2005. What do you think? I mean, anything else about the Doves? Or are you good to go?
I mean, I feel like we should listen to it and then talk about it.
Okay, fantastic.
See that's
okay.
professional DJing right there.
Hey,
we're just taking.
anybody
your
have any?
cues from you.
Anybody have any poop tarts that we?
All
can
right, Ryan's on mute for right now. We're going to come back and we are going to listen to 2 songs. We'll come back and talk to Jamie. Thank you so much for being here. More Polyester Blend with Jamie J. We are coming back. Doves. Holy fucking shit. Fuck.
What is happening?
All right, everybody. Clay was crying about getting a song, but we lost his opportunity because he didn't play it soon enough. People, that was a 2-block hit of songs that we played just now. It was very exciting. We'll get back to Clayton's song in just 1 second. He's just going to go get a tissue because he's a little sad about it.
You can take me off mute anytime.
We're back. There's a lot going on here. We got Rob yelling on in the chat. There's a lot going on here. We're so excited to have you back.
And ammonium.
Two songs back to back. 2 hits from the year 2005. That's what we're going through right now. Jamie, your song Doves, did it take you back to that emotional place?
It did, and I feel like I made a huge mistake, and I should have picked some more upbeat songs.
No,
I feel like you brought everyone down. As I mentioned in our little Zoom chat, Gwen Stefani's "Hollow Back Girl" came out that year too.
Oh,
so that might have been. I
did notice that.
When I was looking at the Getty images of 2005 for my little slideshow we do during the songs, it was Gwen at the Grammys with that whole crew in that song. They were all having.
So I'm sorry, but yeah, it took me back, and then I realized there were probably faster songs off that album I could have chosen. So. You guys didn't give me very much time to prepare today.
Listen, I didn't even play Clayton's song. I couldn't figure it out, so don't even worry about it. The technical difficulties are abound in this show, so don't worry. I thought it was a great pick, and by the way,
it's a great album. It's an album. It's an album. Like you listen to it all the way through.
Remember those? Remember when it was all about albums? And also, I
don't know what that is.
Like Korn.
I will also
you could have just said it like "Follow the Leader." That would have been a good point of reference.
Freak on a Leash, like that kind of album.
Yeah.
I had to explain the concept of an album to my son today, and I actually used my record collection to reiterate what that is. And
did you show him "Follow the Leader"?
It was. I didn't point to that particular record, but it was out.
Take off my.
It's interesting as a hopscotch. Was what little girl jumping off a cliff? Anyone want to
listen, bud? Bakersfield is a hard place to grow up, and these Korn boys have a lot of bad images in their head, and they got to get them out through visualization.
Well, in Korn's defense, it's no different than Where the Sidewalk Ends, a classic. Actually, I think it's probably an homage to Shel Silverstein.
I bet it was.
I think that the artist of the album, it's an homage to that, but the boys in Korn aren't picking up on that kind of subtlety.
Although, did you ever read Shel Silverstein's ABZs?
Never got that far in my reading.
No, so he was pretty he was like a pretty hardened kind of crass author.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah. He shows up.
He started in Playboy, right?
Yeah, and the ABZs, like one of them was like something about like I think it was something about magic and the golden. The Yellow Brick Road or something, the Wizard of Oz, and it said it ends with like the Wizard of Oz doesn't exist, and maybe someday you can go live in Detroit.
Hey, wow!
No shade to Detroit.
I have that Shel Silverstein about 15 years ago. A record came out that was the songs of Shel Silverstein covered by indie bands. The Twistable Turnable Man was the name of the record. Anyway, there's songs on there that are not for like a target demographic under the age of 15 at least.
Yeah, here's one. J is for junkie. Do you know what a junkie is? Ask your mommy if she will not tell you. Ask daddy if he will not tell you. Go outside and tell everybody that your daddy is a junkie.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Gosh, jeez.
Wait, no, this is what. Sorry. I know this is what you came here for.
This is the content. Listen, again, already picked up 4,000% since you showed up. We're doing great. We're down a bunch. Rob is all mad at me. Sorry, Rob. We didn't fix Clayton's audio before the show because we were busy fixing everything else. We had Facebook things going on here. We got no budget for the show. What do you want from me? Okay, Rob. What do you want? I'll meet you at high noon.
Oh my God, you guys! In the ABZ book. Q is for quarantine.
I'm not done yet. I'm yelling at Rob right now. I'm yelling at Rob.
He predicted this. Isn't this a big word? Do you know what this word means? It means come in, kids, free ice cream.
Oh,
ahead of
shit.
his time. I actually bought my son a giant tub of ice cream because I thought this is quarantine. Wow, but man, this guy is like a future teller. He's
right?
Nostradamus.
Jamie, did you have the book of ABZs right there just ready for this show.
No, I looked it up on it's called the internet.
I don't. Sorry, I'm broadcasting into a ham radio. I don't know what's going on.
So I Googled it, and they have somebody. It's a classic. So people have screened the PDFs. If you just Google it, go to Image, and they're all there.
Jamie is opening up this show in more ways than one. She's teaching us about the internet, teaching us to read live on the air. It's all very exciting.
Hey Ryan, should we jump? We got a lot of 2005 to go. Should we jump back
I'm
into
sorry.
it?
I'm sorry.
No.
Sorry, we're too
I'm
busy
saying-
putting on
we're
an
gonna go quick.
entertaining
We're going quick.
show.
We're
Clayton.
keeping it flowing. We're keeping
Sorry,
it flowing.
bud.
No, we're flowing.
Really quickly, we didn't get to talk about my choice, CSS. Let's Make Love and Listen from Death from Above. Last week, Jamie, I played Death from Above, and that was one of those great moments in 2005 where this band comes out with a hit song that's about a band I was listening to nonstop the year before, surmising everything about it, and the song itself is a hit. Maybe one of the only maybe one of the only times in music history where they're doing a rebuttal to a song from the year before, and it itself is a hit. Come on now. That can't be that.
That's great.
It's a great moment. Plus, that fucking song still holds up. And God, is that video
Great
adorable.
song.
The video is adorable. I had to play it. They're all having a great time. I love the music of Brazil. All right, Clay, you have a song ready. We've got the levels ready.
So yeah, so I just want to. When I was going through 2005, there was a lot of great records, and like some of the if we get a chance to get to some of my other picks, there were stuff that was like directly in my wheelhouse and stuff that like wasn't as challenging for me to pick right now. But when I saw this record had come out this year and like had thought about where I was listening to it, I was like, oh my gosh, like. I thought, anyway, it's Kanye's Late Registration, right? And And I went back and listened to the whole record today, and I was like, my God, it used to be fun.
I know.
Like, Kanye was fun, and like had all these show out, like he was all his like featured rappers on his record were just slamming. They're at the top of their careers. The production was amazing. Everything is just tied together. And then I googled the record, and like Pitchfork said it was the number 2 record of the year. And I was just like, man, how things have changed. The guy's astronomically more famous than he was at the time.
Right.
But like, I don't think,
it's so
and I just don't think I like fun. I like the fun angle of the record, the carefree angle of the record. I like, and I think it's just very well thought out.
Yeah.
And even the massive hits on the record are still pretty fun even to put on today.
Oh yeah. And
Was
everyone
Jesus
loves
Walks on
Gold
that?
Digger.
Yeah, Gold Digger's the big one.
That's a great song.
Jesus Walks came on the next one, Graduation.
Well, this album, I remember
Walks.
there's that stretch of Kanye until 2000 what? So, I mean, you can go past it, but like there was a solid couple years where these albums, like I was excited to listen to Kanye. I couldn't wait for a new album. Now I'm going to say, every time a song pops on from Kanye now, I just kind of skip it. Just going to skip it. I'm over it. But
Yeah.
I'm glad for moments like this to look back because it was so good and it deserves to be. I'll get back around to it.
It's pretty much like, I mean, and I listened to it today. It's a lot of fun. So I'm going to do Gone, which is the 19th track on the record.
Okay.
Featuring
Yeah.
Consequence and Cameron. All right, I'm going to play that.
Here's what we're gonna do. Even though you play your song, Clay, I'll play
Yeah.
Bradford's song, and then we'll play Jamie's other song, and then we'll come back and talk. Okay?
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
Sounds
Thank you all for
good.
hanging out. Jamie's with us. Thank you for hanging out, reading your Shel Silverstein, teaching everyone to learn.
I'll read some more.
Yes.
We'll put you.
Shel Silverstein hour.
There's a whole
Combined
alphabet.
with the comics hour. Kind of like a comics thing.
Okay, Clay, hit it up. More we're doing some music. We're coming back
Come on, brother.
with Polyester Blend.
Sweater, and I ain't talking about a Cool J. You a big L, and I ain't talking about Cool J. See me at the airport, at least 20 Louis. Treat me like the prince, and it's my sweet brother. Say. Groupies say I'm too choosy. Take them to the show and talk all through the movies. Said she want diamonds, I took her to Ruby Tuesdays. If we up at Fridays, I still have it my way. Gone. We strive at home. Gone. I ride on chrome. Y'all don't want no pride from me. What you rappers could get is a job for me. Maybe you could be my intern. In turn, I'll show you how I cook up summer in the winter. Aaron love the raw dog, when will he learn? Caught something on the usher tree, he had to let it burn. But he already got 3 churn. Arguing over babysitters like, bitch, it's your turn. Damn, yeah, it'd be stupid to
dish you. Even your superficial raps is super official. Rock pastel with Gucci on. With TVs in the ride, throw a movie on. Said he couldn't rap, now he at the top with do belong. Cause I dookie on any song that they threw me on. Gone.
We strive at home. I ride on chrome.
We strive at home.
We strive at home. Killer, I ride on chrome. Knock, knock, who's there? Killer Cam, killer who? Killer Cam, hustler, grinder, gorilla, troop. My chinchilla blue. You ever dealt with a dealer? Well, here's the deal. Molly going to the dealer. Boop. No concealing, no ceiling. I don't need a roof. Act up, get out. I don't need you. Poof, poof. Be going damn tough luck, dag. Niggas still doing puff, puff, pass. Pull the truck up fast, and I tell them, hey, back in the touched up jag shit. Y'all niggas won't get in Cam cerebellum. An old man just gonna tell them. Then I see how y'all gonna react when I'm gone. My last girl want me back that I'm on. Fine stay, you got the grind, hey. Came back, read what the sign say. Yes, I know you wanna see my demise. Little church boy acting like a thief in disguise. Ain't even my size, see the greed in my eyes. Axe happy, I hustle, boy, weed to the shy. Shit, and that ain't even a lie. Please believe me, gave Weezy a piece of the pie. And you can ask George or Regina. The whole west side I explore with the Beamer now. We strive at home. I ride on chrome. Listen, homeboy, move on. That's your best bet. Why is that cause?
Yeah. I've been pouring out some liquor for the fact that my pal's gone, and trying to help his mama with the fact that her child's gone. And since we used to bubble like a tub full of cow gone, guess it's only right that I should help her from now on. But since they got a foul on, what could have gone wrong? Now they ask the cons, how long has this gone on? And maybe all this money might have gone to my head, cause it got me thinking money might have gone to the Fed. So I ain't going to the dread, but he ain't going off the bed. And when I came the next morning, he was gone my bread. And with that being said, I had gone my instincts and going to the spots where they go to get mixed drinks. But looking back now, I should've gone to the crib and really gone with the wind, cause I'd have gone about 10, but I ain't gone my friend. And we had gone to the bar and heard a nigga talking shit, so I ain't gone to the car. And now the judge is telling me that I ain't gone too far, and I'll be gone for 20 years doing time behind bars. And since I've gone to a cell for some petty crimes, I guess I've gone to the well one too many times, cause I'm gone. Sometimes years out, so the powers that be won't let me get my ideas out, and that make me wanna get my advance out and move to Oklahoma and just live in my aunt's house. Yeah, I romance the thought of leaving it all behind. Kanye step away from the limelight, like when I was on the grind in the 1999. Before model chicks was bending over, or dealerships asked me Benz a Rover. Man, if I could just get one beat on Hover, we could get up off the sheep ass sofa. What the summer of the shy got to offer? A 18-year-old sell drugs to get a job, you gotta play Euro. My dog worked at Taco Bell, hooked us up plural. Fired a week later, the manager count the churros. Sometimes I can't believe it when I look up in the mirror. How we out in Europe, spending euros. They claim you never know what you got till it's gone. I know I got it, I don't know what y'all on. I'ma open up a store for aspiring MCs. Won't sell them no dream, but the inspiration is free. But if they ever flip sides like Anakin, you will sell everything, including the mannequin. They got a new bitch, now you Jennifer Aniston. Hold on, I'll handle it. Don't start panicking, stay calm. Shorty's at the door, cause they need more inspiration for their life, they souls, and they songs. They said, sorry, Mr. West is gone.
I take you where nobody knows you and nobody gives a damn. Said nobody knows you and nobody gives a damn. And I can take another hit for you, and I can take away your trips from you, and I can take away the salt from your eyes, and take away what's been assaulting you, and I can give you my apologies by handing over all the allergies, and I can take away your shaky knees, and I can give you all the olive trees, and look at the trees, and look at my face, and look at a place far away from here. So give me your eyes, I need sunshine. Give me your eyes, I need sunshine. Give me your bones, your voice, and your clothes. Both men, very brave, walk around both legs. When they're scared to look on the streets like rock sleeves, but I believe in anything, and you believe in anything. If I could take the fire out from the wire, I'd share a life and you'd share a life. If I could take the fire out from the wire, I'd share a life and you'd share a life. If I could take the fire out from the wire, I'd take you where nobody knows you and nobody gives a damn. I said nobody knows you and nobody gives a damn. I said nobody knows you and nobody gives a damn either way. About your blood, your bones, your voice, your goons, because nobody knows you and nobody gives a damn either way. You know I believe in anything and you believe in anything, because nobody knows you and nobody gives a damn either way.
I believe this life is blessed. When against your hand, my pulse can rise and rest. Sing December, sing Lazarus, stand on ceremony. For us with lust, it's only motivation. Rolling blackout, put out the light. Let the sun go down, bring on the night. We'll put our blankets on the floor until the power gets restored. You're a wine or trainer, you're a highline operator. Do me a favor. Highline operator.
Oh, shit. I am so sorry to tell you, but the fucking time machine to 2005 is over. We're back live in the year 2020. What the fucking year is it? 2020 with our good friends, the team, the Polyester Blend. Jamie G coming in tonight. That was her pick. Great songs, Jamie, all night long. What are you
Sorry, I am listening to the. I'm sorry. Bad protocol. I was listening to the YouTube
stream?
Same.
You do what you got to do. It was a great song. I'm happy.
I've never heard that song before.
Oh, are you familiar with? So, I mean, part of the reason I chose that song is because they're one of my favorite bands, the Constantines, and their debut album. It wasn't their debut album. Their album before that is one of the best albums, I think, of all time. Definitely a Desert Island pick for me.
Sorry to interrupt. I think I get them mixed up with like Louis the 14th and then Kings of Leon, like all these royalty bands. And I never given a lot of time.
Jamie, can we get comment on that? Ryan just really shitting on one of your favorite bands. What's that like for you?
Hey.
You might as well have just said they were a lot like Korn.
I was going to say it sounded a lot like U2, Songs of Innocence.
With a C.
No, Lego lives with the Kings of Leon head, so
I don't mind the Kings of Leon. Let's be honest. I mean, I think Jeremy Matthews knows that we got when I worked at Red Magazine with him, we got a Kings of Leon album that I reviewed and gave a favorable review to. They were good. I don't have anything, but they're not the Constantines. Look them up. They're great. They were like a working class band. Let's just say that they were a real kind of Canadian working class band. And they put on one of the best shows I've seen at Urban Lounge. It was a great show. I highly recommend checking out their whole catalog.
I want
to. And no shade to Steph. Kings of Leon.
Sorry, it's Steph's favorite band
or not.
You know that.
It was more the Louis the 14th that you brought in less than the Kings of Leon.
There's a bartender in San Diego who was I think
he was in Kings of Leon and now he's a bartender.
No, he was in Louis the 14th.
This for us.
And I don't know their music at all. People like them around here. So
I think they might have been on the OC soundtrack.
Yeah, they're on the San Diego version of OC, the SD soundtrack, which is just a lot of shitty bands. But it's like Sublime cover band, Kings of Leon, Sublime cover band. It's a lot. Doesn't have.
But really, I just think the Constantines sonically don't fit in that same category. That's all. You should listen.
That is the nicest way to say, like, I like good music and those are shitty bands and those.
No, I don't think the Kings of Leon are a shitty band.
Stephanie Perry's right there with you, her favorite band of all time, and she's on record of saying that every time we bring it up. Clayton's just gone. We lost Clayton from the show. He doesn't want to be a part of it apparently, and that's fine with me. I'm ready to go with other segments. Any last thoughts on 2005? Jamie, I would love for you to keep hanging out. I know you got two sleepy boys over there, but if you want to keep hanging out, we would love for you to fucking keep staying as long as you want.
I'll stay for a little bit longer if you let me read some more ABC. I'm just kidding.
Fucking crap. I want you to see
this
two
is the
things.
new ABC podcast.
I mean, I wanted to show everyone that I actually found it in our house.
Look at that. You found the book.
The book.
Whatever you do, Jamie, after we're done with 2005, I have one. I want to show you two things. One of them that has to deal with our neighborhood that I want you to see. It's a developing thing.
In our neighborhood?
Yes, I will get to that in a second. Whenever Clayton wants to come back, he is more than welcome to join the show. He co-hosts. I don't have him. He's gone. He's for some reason.
I even moved up here so there's more light because of him.
Come on, Clay. What the hell? Well, 2005. I will just say there was a couple bands that we didn't get to, and a couple albums that if there's any albums that you want to mention as well, I will just say really quickly. Beck's Guero was a huge album for me that year. I loved that album, and I listened to that a shit ton of that record. The Deer Hoofs, the Runners 4. Were you? I know that they're a band that doesn't get everybody on the same page. Do you, Jamie? What do you feel about Deer Hoof? You with Deer Hoof? You hang with Deer Hoof?
I tried.
You couldn't do it. Great band.
I respect. It's like one of those bands I respect, but I cannot get into. I like a few of their songs.
I get
Spoon.
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 I was the reverse of you.
Give me fiction.
And by the way,
no, you don't like Spoon.
I just never got into it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that I know my mom likes Spoon. Bradford, and I would be remiss. Steph would get mad at me if I didn't
I'm
play
a mom.
this.
Times like
Okay.
these.
Mother's Day's on Sunday.
Moms
so
love their spoons. All right, I don't know what to say. It's one of the greatest.
They're a great
bands.
band. It's a good album. Put it on if you have some time. I don't know if you have any time on your hands right now.
This one, the back is the great one. That's not what I wanted to play though. I wanted to play. Block Party.
There's so
That's
many
what
I wanted to
There's
play.
so many.
There was one really good album, Trail of Dead's follow up to Source Tags and Code.
This is such a Ryan Bradford
whatever,
choice. I remember you picking this album in 2005.
Worlds Apart, and it got killed by Pitchfork after they gave their Source Tags and Codes a perfect 10.
I'm amazed anyway.
They came back and gave Worlds Apart like a 4 or something.
Really?
And that Pitchfork was at a point then that they could like make or break a band with that kind of thing. And
there you are. Sorry,
Sorry,
everybody. I thought this whole time I was like, Clayton, why did you fucking join, you loser? I had him muted the entire time, so sorry about that, everybody.
Fucking asshole. I've been saying, oh man, I've got a lot of things to say about Deerhoof. I've got plenty to say about Spoon. Why is everyone ignoring me? Well, Clayton can jump on whenever he wants.
To be fair, it was about the
Wait, I
song.
want to hear what you had to say about Spoon.
Yeah, what do you want to say about Spoon?
I had a huge journey with Spoon and loved their thing.
I know that the band Journey's good, but we're talking about Spoon. What do you mean?
No, Journey.
We're not talking about cereal that you eat with a spoon, Clayton. We're talking about Spoon the band.
Jesus, Clayton, get to the point. You're going to get muted.
Even when I'm muted, I'm still muted. Even when I'm unmuted, I'm still muted. No, I had this like concentric circle experience with Spoon. Whether I really liked their record, like early records, and then I really liked their live show, but then their live show started feeling a little lazy to me. Like it sounded exactly like their records, and then I started losing them on their records. So there was that they started put like I don't know maybe about 5 years ago they put out a couple records that I thought were pretty my jam, but really they had a sweet spot. I would say like Girls Can't Tell.
Give Me Fiction.
Give Me Fiction. I would say was the sweet spot of their career. Yes.
2005.
Sweet spot of their career, the top of their game. I was absolutely listening to
Also, you guys, the National Alligator.
Oh, holy shit. Jesus, 2005.
Oh my God.
And I didn't even bring
Mr.
up...
November.
Were you going to pick Broken Social Scene, by the way, Jamie? Because that's another one.
Oh my God. Another Canadian.
Another Canadian band. And
Thank you, Jamie. You turned me on to Broken Social Scene. I appreciate
I did. Oh, great. I'm so glad.
You did things. You expanded my horizons.
I did. I'm glad I did more than just best local bar band.
One of the best live bands I've ever seen. They put on a great live show. They're a great live show.
2005. What a year.
What a year.
What a year. Jamie's expertise on this really elevated the segment, I would say. And by the way, you mentioned you and Charlie. If just you or you and Charlie want to come on,
Charlie, let's bring him on. He would love to.
Year.
He was just feeling real tired today.
We're all very tired of this entire existence these days. But pick the year. You pick it. Do you want to do 2006, 2007, 2008? You pick the year and you let us know. And that's your year. You're gonna do it.
Okay, we can get back to you on that.
Yeah, you get back to us. There's nothing that needs to be decided now. But I want you to
circle back. We'll touch base
before you go, Jamie.
We'll take it off. I'll take it offline.
Yeah, you take it off.
Hit me up on your BlackBerry. Hit me up on your BlackBerry.
I'll put something on the calendar.
Please, we'll set up a Zoom. We'll set up a Zoom to the Zoom.
I'll ping you and I'll set up an invite.
There is a new segment, Jamie, you're going to be a part of, and I want you to be live.
Is that right after Clayton's Chili Watch?
We're going to get back to Clayton's Chili Watch.
It's the ABZ hour.
We've almost flown by 2 hours, but I really wanted to get to this because this happened breaking before the show started. The first one did not, but it did happen today. This is a new segment we are calling... The fuck is he up to? That is the new segment. The fuck is he up to? In this segment, we look, what the fuck is he up to? In this first one, I hate follow someone on Twitter. You might know him. He used to represent the state of Utah. His name is Jason Chaffetz.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I have a problem in my life where I have to follow him because I have to see what he's saying and the hate speech.
Because you can't stop looking away.
I can't stop looking away. But today in particular, I got very upset because he posted this on Twitter. Just in the morning. Wildlife photography is what I do to get away from it all.
Oh boy.
At Jason Chaffetz, he adds himself, for my photography and no politics at West Desert, which is destroying me because I love the West Desert more than anything. And the idea of this creep enjoying it too. He can enjoy it. Only I can. But I'm sharing this photo.
What did he post a picture
I want
of,
you to
sir?
see it. Most people, when they post that they love photography, they give you an example of their photography. Jason Chaffetz shows someone else's photography of him in a photo pretending to take a photo. I'm very upset. He's got a camera.
Is he modeling?
He's pointing his camera at
is
the
that a real
ground.
horse?
Okay, first of all, a lot to debate here. Is it a wild
First of all,
horse?
His Instagram is Jason in the house.
He was actually used to be in the house. Get it?
Oh shit! It should be Jason in the house.
Too late, ladies and gentlemen, to win the corner.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just saying.
I'll post it. I'll post it again in the Zoom.
Yeah, I mean, we're on 13 minutes left. We've had literally no one interested in my corn record.
Well,
It's still sealed.
Jamie psyched out. Producer Rob was upset because the audio levels earlier, but we had that all figured out. But anyone who wants this, I'm going to copy a link and paste it one more time. But yeah, again, Jason Chaffetz, the fuck is he up to? I mean, is that a real fucking horse or is it a wild horse? He doesn't want to show his photos.
So am I looking at a picture of Jason Chaffetz taking a picture of a horse?
Yeah, so there's Jason Chaffetz. There, see him right there.
Right.
So again, this is a really nice photo that someone else took for him. Unless he's got some weird rig where he's got like he sets up a camera to face him and he runs off and gets photos of himself getting
I gotta say this is half as disturbing as I thought it was when you originally brought it up. I thought Jason Chaffetz had an automatic machine gun in his hand and was about to gat that horse.
That's what's in the backpack. He doesn't have other lenses. He's ready to go. He's got armed rifles. First of all, okay, I don't mean to be that little nitpicky about the photography. That guy, he's like 20 feet away from that horse, and he's got himself like a 400 millimeter lens. He's gonna get like the eyeballs of the horse. What the fuck is he doing with that shot? Anyway, what the fuck is he up to? That is Jason Chaffetz. What the fuck is he up to? This next one is very dear to my heart, and Jamie will appreciate this. Right before the show started, I looked over. I was getting shit from out in the garage, bringing it in, and from my house, I could see my neighbor up to some shit. If you can see this, he's setting up a backdrop that's like a very cheap new agey filament behind him.
Oh my god!
And he's setting
You're
up.
gonna realize that he has his own YouTube show.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's gonna be like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Everybody's
got a clip from this show.
Yes, everybody.
No, he's just recorded. He's recorded you late night in your garage, going yeah when it comes to poker games. He's like, "What's he doing?
What's he doing? I'm gonna start my own show."
Oh, what do you think? It's like backyard yoga or
No
backyard chakras or what?
I didn't get a photo because we were right about to start, but I ran out to go look at it. He sets up some sort of weird contraction. It's like I think he was doing a photo shoot. Maybe Jason Chaffetz was over there getting some hot shots, but he sets up like this weird like kind of structure that looks like he was doing a photo shoot, maybe for a band. I don't know, but what the fuck is he up to? I don't know.
Okay, Ryan, can I put you on special assignment? And you
please.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Ingratiate yourself to this human being since you share a fence line with him, and maybe just be like, "Hey, man, saw you send up some stuff. Just curious. Like the world wants to know. All 10 of my listeners."
Yeah. Well, 10 listeners. Let's not get crazy, Clay. I think right now, last time I looked, 3 people on YouTube. So we are blowing up right now.
And 3 of those are us. So anyway, what I'm thinking is maybe you could it's like what's that home improvement show?
Oh yeah.
We're talking about like we're live streaming. He's doing his live stream. You're doing your live stream. He can give you tips. You can give him tips.
Liz, we're gonna make this show nothing but better. We got back. Look at his backdrop. I got some fucking shitty flag. This guy's got a goddamn new agey. It's like the
Looks like
background for the
16-foot
Enya
scrim, dude. A 16-foot
I
scrim.
I feel like you should send him a hat and tell him to be Wilson in your
in my
setting.
I try to get a podcast going. He's like, what you gotta do is the Enya background, and then you put the weird structures up, and then. And anyway, that is the segment, our newest segment in Polyester.
What are they up to?
What the fuck
I like
is he
that.
up to?
There's a really good, really creepy Tom Waits song called "What's That Guy Like?" What's it called? What's that guy doing?
Our segment's called "The Fuck Is He Up To?" But that we could be close. Dude,
Right,
Yeah.
we'll save. Can we save recommends of the week and Chili Watch till after hours and maybe
Sure.
After the Limp Bizkit crew.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get Limp Bizkit crew. I'm trying to send it. Limp.
Yeah, we'll bring the Limp Bizkit crew in
crew.
here.
Assemble.
I guess we've done. Well, we haven't even done the songs that we're kind of listening to these days. I guess we can go out with them the last 10 minutes in the program and then hit after hours.
Yeah, we could do. Let's do the songs we're listening to end the official Polyester blend for tonight, and then we'll do the after hours Limp Bizkit crew for anyone who wants to join.
We'll slip into that comfortable polyester nightie that we usually wear.
And then I will leave.
Yeah, Jamie sees the writing on the wall with this fucking thing. Jamie's like, yeah, that's what I.
It was really fun.
Fuck out of here.
I will.
Thank you so much for coming.
I'll talk to Char. We'll figure out. It has to be in the 2000s.
Well, I just don't want to wait that long because I don't know what the situation is. We might all pass out from COVID, so we want to get to you before we all pass out from this thing.
So maybe 2006, maybe 2007.
Yeah, I would even go 2008, 2009. What you pick, but just know that will be a month from now. Who knows what our situation will be? But I think
can't wait to have you back.
2007 was a great year. I think you might.
Well, we don't want the quarantine to be over because our listeners will go down.
We'll go from 3 to nothing.
I mean, we could have negative listenership at some point when it's not a captive audience.
But Jamie, if you want to replay the memories of this moment, it will be up on YouTube tomorrow, so you can share to the to Char and say, "Listen, you can hear you sleeping in the background of the show. You're asleep."
Sounds a lot about Shel Silverstein's book.
But Jamie, it is so easy to talk to you. It is so easy to have you talk about music. I just want to listen. It's so fucking fun to have you here. Please, anytime. Please
All
come
right,
back.
I would love to. Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, Jamie.
Uncomfortable.
I'm going to.
She called us comfortable. That's the highest compliment in the land.
She called us uncomfortable.
She said uncomfortable.
Very much uncomfortable.
It was only uncomfortable when you said, "Where's Clayton?" and I was muted for 15 minutes.
Sorry. Look, I keep hitting the mute on Clayton. I don't know what's going on. I can't play. I was like, I kept looking. I'm like, unmute, dude, unfucking mute. And then it was like, it's all me. It was all fucking me. I'm so sorry. Clay, how do we want to? What did we have the order? I forget what we had for the order for this. We're getting close to the 10 o'clock hour. The official.
Okay, we're going like we're just dropping it down. We're dropping down like what songs are you feeling these days? What's
we're going to our normal routine, as they will say in the biz,
which is the original blend of the polyester blend.
Oh yeah,
I'm trying to find it here.
Well, when we get back to maybe one day we'll get back to KRC, they might be pissed at us. That's why I keep on trying to promote the.
You think they might be mad at us? Why?
Well, that's why I put KRC at the beginning of all these shows now, because I want to make sure they know that we still love them. Will invite us back. Okay, new songs. Let's do your song. Then we'll do Ryan's, which I'll just play. Do you want me to play the whole YouTube, Ryan?
I believe it. I mean, I believe that our song. I'm looking at the Google Doc. It's disappeared. But
is Ryan still Ryan? Are you still with us? Is he?
I'm here.
Okay. Do you want me to play that whole? Okay. Just play the whole YouTube of that choice. For the
what did I pick?
Tiki.
The tiki music.
Tiki. You want that whole?
Yeah. Okay. It's only 3 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll play it. I just wanted to make sure.
I will say though that my very recent fascination with tiki music was inspired by the Polyester blend.
Nice.
And perhaps one of your Reader's Digest records.
Tijuana
It
Brass.
just seems so cool and
the Hawaii. It was the Hawaiian Paradise.
Yeah.
I'll play it tonight. I'll play a little bit more.
So, and I wanted something like that was just like cool,
just background,
little taste of creepy, but like just like fun background music.
Oh wait,
and so I've been listening to a lot of tiki music.
Isn't it nice? Those records, I'm telling you, there's something about them. I think
just
they
drink a little rum, you light a fire, on a tiki torch.
By the way,
am I kicking this off?
You're gonna kick it off. But by the way, before we get to it, so we can get to it, Chili Watch, where are we at?
4 cans. We got 4 cans
left. 4 cans left. We'll check in next
I went
week.
shopping the other day and I bought an extreme amount of groceries because we're leaning in to the end of the quarantine here, and I've gone from chili to I should probably eat roughage and get exercise because people are going to have to see my body.
The great pandemic schlub up. We got to work our
I'm trying to schlub down. I'm schlubbing down. So honestly,
we're on the great schlub down.
I'm on the great schlub down of 2020. I brought roughage, fruits, veggies. And I actually rode a bike up to the top of a canyon this weekend and hiked to the top of a mountain this weekend.
There are people there? Was it weird, like socially?
Are you
distanced?
effing kidding me? It was insane. I had to go. I had to go bushwhack. I had to bushwhack. Oh yeah, it's always uncomfortable, man. Everything's uncomfortable. I was masked up. I was all this stuff, but like,
I was
it's
ripping,
outdoors. It's fine.
I was ripping porch boards off my back porch. I'm redoing the entire back porch, so I'm fucking taking out rusty screws. I was fucking feeling like.
So what's more dangerous, the COVID spittle or the asbestos? That's inserted into your lungs. Yeah.
I took a swing of my hammer and missed the board completely and just hit my foot so hard.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And I was like, I was like, that is such the Ryan Schlegel way to go out. He fucking is trying to hammer something. He doesn't know what he's doing. Hits himself in the foot. Has to go to the hospital. Gets COVID. Fucking dies. Like, you know how many times I've had like, I'm going to live out all of my friends. Like, that's exactly how he was gonna go. We knew
that's how he was gonna go.
We knew that's how.
Anyway, I climbed a mountain, did a bike ride. I'm sore as hell right now. I hope that I can get out of here, still looking at least in the neighborhood of myself. But I will say, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go.
No, I was going to segue into my music pick, but you go ahead.
I was going to say that I did a 10-minute core. I found a YouTube 10-minute core workout video.
Oh,
I did it 4 days ago. Still feeling
invigorated, right?
Was that the blood Glenn Danzig? Was that Danzig workout from home, Glenn?
Yeah, you just bend over and like summon the devil and do that 66 times. Works your core.
You do his version of Jailhouse Rock, and that really gets you going, right?
That's Elvis and Danzig.
Oh, Jesus Christ! All right.
So when I was looking at the rundown of our show, I was thinking, as we're leaning into kind of like we'll be in a post-lockdown life, but we aren't in a lockdown life. I was thinking, what was the song that really got me through the 6-week nightmare for an extrovert that is the lockdown? And it would be this song by the Meters, which is a classic New Orleans band, founded by the Neville Brothers. The Neville Brothers. Fantastic band. Okay. Can I say one more thing before I launch?
I'm sorry, Clay. We gotta go. No, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
It struck me as we were going through the 2005 music, and I realize this is a step back, but it struck me, and I wanted to discuss this before or after hours.
Shit, we forgot. I wanted to talk about this with Jamie. She knows this shit, but go ahead. Yeah.
No, but my thing was, do you think it's weird that if it was 1995 and you were playing something that came out
think about this all the time.
1970.
Yep, 1980.
Right, 1980. Good math. How different it would sound. But whereas the things that came out in 2005 sound like they could be dropped today, and it would be just.
I think about that all the time, like especially with alternative radio and like alternative radio that plays Nirvana now.
Yeah.
And I imagine listening to it, 94.
That's a great.
Well, radio is one thing. Radio is absolutely like it's regressive. It's just trying to sell advertising. But I'm saying the music itself sounds like it could be put out right now, and you'd be like, "Oh shit, that sounds fresh."
I've never said those words in that sequence before. Oh shit, that sounds
fresh. No, but I mean, like, it doesn't sound dated. It sounds like it could easily have been put out right now.
Right. I think. Yes, I think that a lot. But actually, I've started to think I like the correlations between like. So I don't know, like, don't you feel like a lot of people? I mean, the music of the Doors is fine. I like that, but the Jim Morrison kind of like, all right, I don't know what this fucking guy was up to. Sounds like he might be a fucking miscreant if he was still alive. But like, are the lyrics of Nirvana going to be forever deemed as like, or is there going to be a reevaluation of Nirvana that's like, I don't know, is that great? Because it was like at the time. Remember how there's so much of it that is at the time. Like the Doors at the time made a lot of fucking sense. And it's not for me, but like Nirvana made sense at the time, but for a kid that wasn't there. I mean, I'm sorry, am I shitting on the Holy Lord Jesus Christ Nirvana? I mean, I'm just saying like the idea of not all these bands will make sense to someone born 20 years later.
I think Nirvana would. I mean, like I said, I think Nirvana actually right now would make a lot of sense.
Absolutely.
I think that the progression of musical like style and music splintered into 1,000 pieces after like the internet was invented.
Yes.
And then also technology made it an even playing field. It's like you were a good if your technology sucked and you're amazing at powder skiing, like dude, that guy's fucking rad. Now everyone can be good at powder skiing because the technology is good. So like, boom. So it's been. I just think like style, the concept of style, and the dynamics of style have changed very much.
You know what I've heard a lot, Clayton in the music.
Caitlin,
Clayton.
That's my next.
You know what?
Next move.
You know what I've heard a lot in the last couple of years is, remember that distinct '90s R&B sound that only existed in the '90s. I have heard. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Red wine.
Like a New Jack Swing.
No, after that, the New Jack Swing came back with Uptown Funk, which was nuts. The fact that Uptown Funk, one of the biggest songs of the last decade, was a New Jack Swing song. I mean, more funky than a regular New Jack Swing. But 90s R&B, I am hearing what made 90s R&B distinct back. I'm definitely hearing that in songs. Like Chanel Trace, the Jet Black guy who does a lot of those songs. He does more he's not the most perfect example, but I'm hearing it. I don't know. Bradford, are you with me?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think I know what the sound you're talking about. I haven't heard it recently.
Actually, everything old is new again.
I will sure my song I'm playing tonight has a little bit of what I'm talking about. Well, let's get to the music.
Does it have like a trumpet blast that's
New
also
Jack
a
Swing.
drum beat?
That's New Jack Swing. That's New Jack Swing.
Okay.
We went. We could do actually, honestly, this is a call to arms. We can do an entire.
Oh fuck!
Episode.
I know what you're about to say.
New Jack Swing, baby.
Yes. Fuck yes.
We're gonna do it.
Fuck yes.
We're gonna do it.
Yes.
And I'm gonna wear some cross colors. Yeah. Anyway, let's go to the music. I'm gonna play this song. I'm not gonna wear cross colors. This song just got me. This song got me through the pandemic.
Last music segment of the break. Let's see. I put a call to arms for the Limp Bizkit crew. We might be at our first all-time we got other things going on here.
Not exactly. No one's shut in
guess
anymore.
What?
They can do other things.
Yep. Nope.
You ready, buddy?
Nope. Play the song.
It's playing, buddy.
3 songs. We'll come back. Limp Bizkit cleanup crew. Oh boy, this is the drunk hour. We're coming back.
After hours, baby.
You gonna do some tiki after this?
Do you guys want to tease the Austin Powers segment? Or?
No. That's till next week. Polyester Blend, last music segment. We'll get back.
The Halloween show.
Oh shit! Oh, don't say too much. We're coming back to say goodnight. Limp Bizkit crew assemble. 3-song bunch. The stuff we're listening to these days. Polyester Blend. Three songs. We'll be back. his collaboration with Zap. I can't remember. I don't remember if it's Zap or Roger as I bring the Limp Bizkit crew full marks to our boys. We have such a huge pack here tonight. I've unmuted them all, I thought. Clay, you with me? You back with me?
Yeah, I'm in your house, man.
Yeah, we got Ryan.
Whose pick was that last one?
That was me, baby.
Dude, is that Roger from Roger and Zap?
That's what I was just saying. I was just saying you might know him from his collaboration with Roger and Zap.
I bet. I was a little bit. I'm dealing with a little bit of audio issues here, but yes, I forgot how much I love that song. Thank you so much for
fucking love that.
Imagine being the Roger to a Zap.
Well, Zap's got. I've got some Zap records. I can't remember. One of them's it's either Roger.
Computer Love was Roger and Zap, correct?
Yeah. Oh, I don't remember that. But who was in California Love?
Rogers and Zapperstein.
That was Tupac and Biggie.
No, but Zap. One of them. Roger Zap. That California Love. That's Roger or Zap.
Or it might be Roger and Zap.
No. I think it's only one of them.
Oh.
I think you only got one. I think you're just getting one.
I'm going with Zap on that. Since there's no betting in the world, I'm going to go.
It is Roger. It's Raj. That was Raj on that.
Got Roger on it.
Got
Damn.
Raj on that.
How much do I need to Venmo you?
$400,000. It is so glad. Rob, are you joining in? Rob, do you want to say anything? Limp Bizkit crew, batting up, clean up.
I don't have a lot to say.
That's fine, Rob. It's always good just to have you. Producer Rob, who reminded me that we had.
He's been really upset about the audio tonight.
Yeah, how's the audio after you talked about it in the chat room?
It is improved
considerably, Rob. Considerably.
Wow. Helpful, Rob. Thank you.
Clayton, your first song was just real quiet.
It was very quiet. You know what it
was?
Which
one? The first song of the night?
The first song, maybe of the night. Yeah, I think so.
It was.
I really appreciate you tuning in.
Because he's fucking the producer. What do you want him to do?
I know.
This is what he does.
No, I mean, you giving us your time, man, dude. I mean, it's amazing. Thank you.
You're the only one who gives us the time.
I mean, I'm just looking at our ratings right now, and I don't know what's happening out there in YouTube land, but we are at 0 followers on Facebook.
Well, it is. A lot of people are trying to get. Sorry, this is the Limp Bizkit Nookie remix that I'm playing as our new bed music for the Limp Bizkit crew.
Oh shit! Does Rob de facto get my sealed copy of?
Oh, Rob
Korn?
gets sealed corn. Rob
He's
gets
the only
corn.
guy that's shown in. You know Korn? Surely you must have a Korn story.
My favorite Korn story is from earlier tonight when you brought out a Korn record and said anybody who calls in with a Korn story will get it for free, and nobody click on that fucking link to save your life.
I think
it's too bad. It's too bad DI is closed.
Who's sleeper bummer? Who's sleeper bomber on YouTube? Rob, do you know?
It's my brother. It's my little brother.
Oh well, Jordan can join.
Yeah, jump in, Jordan. I'd love to see my little brother.
Join in the Zoom. It's Limp Bizkit crew. Should we do any batting cleanup? Should we do any? Do we want to get to recommends or save that till next week?
I thought we were gonna do.
Do you want to do recommends, or do you want to do? Do you want to do recommends? Do you want to do the trailer?
We already did Chili Watch. I'd like to see your recommends of the week.
Let's do.
I want to see what this YouTube's all about, bud.
Let's do that. Let's do recommends of the week. Recommends of the week in the
Jordan. Jump in the Zoom, bud. Jump in the Zoom.
We'll be watching for you, George. If you want to join in that Zoom. It's the Limp Bizkit crew. Rob is here. Jeremy's usually a part of it. Apparently, he has something better to do, like living. Fuck him. That's bullshit. Let's go to.
Did you tell Janine that Monday nights are our nights?
I know, Janine. Come on. Janine likes the show more than he
tried
does.
to listen to the show for a second, and it gave her a migraine, and she had to.
Our levels were off, apparently, producer.
I know. Producer Rob knows. The levels were off. Sorry, Janine. Sorry. I really do apologize. Janine's fantastic. I wish it was better for her. Recommends of the week. Let me explain this one. I'll turn down the Limp Bizkit bed music for a minute. My recommend of the week is I follow a lot of things. Rob, actually, producer Rob and I have this in common. where we love our YouTubes. We follow a lot of things on YouTube. We check a lot of things, and if I like enough of their content, I'll give them subscribe below, put a bell and a ding for whenever new content comes out. And I recently started following this one YouTube channel that puts up like best songs of 1999, best songs of 1990. And Steph and I we like sitting around waxing nostalgia about those songs. It's not Billboard. It's literally this person's favorite songs of that year. So it's very subjective. It is not any actual.
What is this graphic that is up on the YouTube going along with your pitch here with the there's like the facial hair, the flavor savers and such.
That's the Limp Bizkit Crew remix, Clay. That's what we're listening to.
Oh, that's a Limp Bizkit.
So
Sorry,
what I've got for you here.
What do you got is Sublime.
What I got? Thank you. That's the San Diego coming in.
Thank you.
This is what I've got. The channel I follow, it's called Younger Days Presents. I noticed this in their repertoire. It's called Songs That Get White People Turned. And that is the name of
Get white people what?
Turned.
Fantastic.
Let me share this with you boys. Turned as in, turned up, turn around.
Oh.
So you can see it now. The Limp Bizkit crew can see this. It is, like I said, right here. It is songs that get white people turned. And I was like, my first question was, is this a white person themselves doing this, or is this maybe someone of a minority? I don't know, of a different race. But here we go. Songs that get white people
to dance around that, buddy.
I'll tiptoe around that all day long.
Woo.
Tip that all day long.
Put a stare across that one.
Now I want to see. We have 4 white men in total. Let's see if this gets us turned. I'm getting turned. I'm pretty turned. Is that a no turn or a turned?
I'm not turned.
No turn. This might not be a right choice. Let's see if this gets you turned.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
I'm turned.
There's a distinct difference of turned between male white and female white.
Whoa, let's not get into that world. Let's pass that by. Whoa, Clay. Whoa.
Those are dangerous waters you're tipping on.
No, you're talking about playing Macarena and trying to get white people turned.
I mean, that got white people turned for a long time.
That absolutely.
Give me Cotton Eye Joe. That might work.
That song was always intimidating. I did not want to get turned with that song. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
Sorry, Clay. Oh, but by the way, this song gets me turned. This song.
Oh, wow. Yeah. On a macro level, definitely gets white people turned.
So if you want to know what gets your race turned, if you are identify as white, this is a great recommend of the week. It's called Songs That Get White People Turned from Younger Days. Almost
over 3 million views.
Almost.
Third Eye Blind wasn't on there? Like,
dude, there's 11 minutes of it. Let's see what the last song is.
Third Eye Blind's up in that.
Let's see what the last song is.
Beast.
This might not work because I'm trying to stream.
I don't know if turned is the right description, but if Iris, like Goo Goo Dolls Iris is what's on there.
That's not turned, that's just inspired. Oh, train, baby.
Train, baby. Train get you turned. Train get you turned. All right, that was songs that will get white people turned.
Man.
TURNT by Younger Days. Almost 1 million subscribers, 3 million views.
I toggled over to the window of whether we had viewers on Facebook, and it said 0, and I was like, of course. Anyway, thank God.
We're batting cleanup. This is the dirty Limp Bizkit crew. This is where it gets named.
So, quick question. So, will you go to my recommends, which is the Pinterest link?
I'm gonna open up the link, and I'm gonna share the screen so we can all look at this.
Yes, please. I'm just a sucker for old Utah picks.
I love this shit.
This was a sick ass cure.
This is really cool. This is really good. Mine was like a goof. Yours is like real deal.
I would say this is top level Utah historical pick creation.
Oh, I don't have a
curation.
I don't have a Pinterest.
Oh, you can't bring it up.
No,
Cool.
but
You
we
gotta
can
go-
we can only see the little pics, but it is really good, dude.
Oh, China
man.
Night. I want to go to there.
It's gone.
That's in Ogden, baby. It's still standing. It's in Ogden.
That's still going?
Is it really? Oh yeah,
China Night still exists.
That's right.
Yeah.
Lagoons, dude. This
But
is
I don't
really.
know, I don't know the current status, but that curation is pretty sweet.
This
Sorry.
is fucking rad, dude. This is really good. Wendover Willie. I love this, Clay. That's a great recommend. Mine was shit.
The villa.
Yours was top notch. Ryan Bradford. What do we got here for yours, my friend?
Oh, this is a serious one. Not a goof,
sorry,
but
shit. Oh man, we went from mine that was like what gets white people dancing to Clay's very classy Utah retro, and then Bradford brings in this. What is it, Bradford?
I don't know. I love enamel pins. I love Carrie Ann Hudson's art.
Agreed.
And she does a lot of dark kind of spooky art, which I'm of course a fan of. And she recently just put out these enamel pins, and it's like an awesome mix of summer and spooky, and it kind of flows in with my tiki music recommend. And I've never been like a real collector, but if you give me an enamel pin, I'm gonna love the shit out of that.
Steph got this one for me, which you guys can see, but it's the
wow, that's great.
Absolutely, from Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job on all their Absolute Productions. I got that one. I do love me an enamel pill. By the way, speaking of retro Utah, you guys can see this. I think Rob, you were with me when I got that one. It's the Daughters of the Utah Pioneers.
That's awesome.
It's very good. And then for Clay, because I love me some Nevada.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
I know that. I recognize that shape.
I got me.
But yeah, like
Nevada one.
when it's chilly, perhaps, and you have a cold or a coat on, and you can just like put a pin on there.
A coat of what paint? A coat of what paint on? You said you got a coat on? You got a coat on?
Put a coat, or when you wear a coat when it's chilly outside.
I don't understand. What kind of paint do you want me to put on? A coat on what?
Primer,
Hello.
really. I just want to be doused with primer.
By the way, speaking of, this works perfectly, Clay, what you just talked about in the Limp Bizkit Bad Up crew before we get out of here. I want to, this trailer really brought a lot of love, and I wish Jeremy, god damn it, this is a perfect, should I save this for when Jeremy comes on? Because this is good. This is good
Revenge
content.
of the Ninja. This is a very this movie shaped a lot of my teenagehood.
Are you serious?
Revenge of the Ninja?
You know
Hell
this
yeah.
movie?
Hell yeah.
Rob, do you know this movie?
Absolutely not.
Ryan, do you know this
A lot
movie?
of very unrealistic.
I know
stunts
Surf
pulled off.
Ninjas. I know Ninja Turtles 1 and 2.
But
I don't know
Revenge
this
of the
movie.
Ninja utilized
Clay.
really messed up editing skills to make it the most fantastically bad.
Okay, this is
Ninja
amazing.
movie of all
The
time.
fact that you know this, Clay. Let me just say
Revenge
this.
of the Ninja, dude. I watched that.
Let me tell you this. Did you know this, Clay? Under production, the Utah Film Commission was trying to get Canon Films to start producing films in their state, Utah, and representative promised a representative promised no permits, which is a problem for me. No location fees, no union deals, as well as lower salaries for local crews. The commission's assurances persuaded Canon to switch filming from L.A. to Salt Lake City. So this was one of the first Utah Film Commission gets.
What year was this? It's gotta be 80.
1983, year of the flood, dude.
Wow.
So
That
this
is cusping on my first boss, my first big boss, taking that job.
1983.
And I want to immediately text her and ask.
Please
her
get the full story, and we can do this again because we're doing this.
I'll ask
bring her on. Bring her on next week, dude.
She's got nothing to lose.
Let's watch this now so we can get ahead of it. But let's watch this together, y'all.
The Ninja. Born of a 400-year-old tradition. Trained in the most exquisite subtleties of combat. The ninja must be as wise as he is all-powerful.
There's the first shot. Did you see this?
Oh, wow.
Look at that shot of downtown, Clay. Look at that shot of downtown. Clay, stop. You're composing. Look at the shot of downtown.
Oh, yeah, it's old school. Oh, that's definitely Salt Lake City.
See the Capitol.
There's the cap.
Yeah, but what?
Look at this
How
shit,
big
dude.
were these people to do
Where's
this?
City Creek? I don't see City Creek.
Also, it
Wells Fargo building up there.
The Marriott's right there. The Marriott.
So here's Walker without the tower. Here's Walker without the tower. Here's Boston Tower building. Where's the? No, is that not Boston? That's Walker for sure.
Where?
Look at my mouse. Oh shit!
You see the Salt Palace? Salt
Oh,
Palace behind
dude, this is the guy. This is who I want in on this. This is fucking prime right now. We got,
So, yeah, okay.
we got Jeremy Matthews
Oh,
up
he's
in
jumping
this
in.
shit. Chat master, Jeremy, dude, are you seeing this shit? Do you know the history of Revenge of the? You probably do.
Revenge of the Ninja, dude.
Revenge of the Ninja.
Do you know the history of this? Did you hear what I was saying about the Utah Film Commission?
I miss that bit.
Okay, just
off and on.
Oh,
this
that's fine. Don't worry about it. You don't need to pay that much
saw
attention.
some comments about it.
But look at this shit, dude. This is unbelievable. Jeremy, just really quick, I want Jeremy to be caught up. The Utah Film Commission was trying to get Canon Films, this is 1983, to start producing films in Utah. The representative from Utah promised no permits, no location fees, no union deals, lower salaries, and they fucking did it. They got them to move the movie to Salt Lake City, 1983. It's the big first film commission get, dude. And look at this fucking shot of downtown. You've got, I think
I've actually seen this movie.
Clayton says that he watched it as a kid.
I absolutely have.
James, I think
There's a crazy scene where they jump backwards into trees that had me like rolling on the floor laughing.
yeah, no,
as a
it's
8-year-old boy.
ridiculous. It's actually pretty funny.
So,
I'm not the kind of guy who like I won't stand like the so bad it's good thing all the time, but this.
But why do you watch our show then?
I
still got it at fucking 10:30. I got these goofs.
Yeah.
But what building do we think they're on? Does this building even exist? Could we
Can
find this building?
I can find this building. I think we're looking north. I think there's a church office building, right? No, we're looking north.
No,
correct?
no. Let's go
There's
back.
the-
Let me go back. Let me go back.
Definitely a building. You're on a building and it's looking north. That's true.
But that is such
I
a.
think they're on the New House Hotel. That's
Fuck
It's
off.
definitely on the church office building.
What
It's
street?
not the
Okay.
Zion
What
Park.
street?
I think they're on a building that's on 3rd South, is what it looks like to me.
That's
No way. Because the Walker's right there. The
It's
Walker.
not fucking Walker, man.
You don't think that's Walker?
I think you're off.
Walker
It's
did not have the
Walker.
Walker thing for a long time. There was a big stretch.
Here, hey, what is the one constant that you know? Is that you look at the range to the north.
Yep.
That is definitely the Ensign Peak range, correct? That is you're looking
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, you're looking north.
Okay, and that is probably the Marriott in your lower left hand, correct? And then to the left
This
of that,
this thing I'm circling over.
yes, so that's the Marriott, and then and then
So
you got
this is the Salt Palace right here.
Correct. So
Wait, did
what-
Rob?
what's-
Did you say 300 South?
3rd South.
Yep.
So that
Rob's
that
right.
that building that on the kind of bottom right-ish.
Right here.
Yeah, with the red roof.
Yeah.
That's on the corner of 3rd South and Main.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
3rd South and Main. This is fucking good shit. This is the content that people fucking want, man. This is the
This
shit.
is what the people have been.
This is what people have been fucking freaking
Limp
out
Bizkit
about.
crew
Give me the
coming
fucking
up
good
to
But
shit.
just, does that building that looks like the Boston and the other building still exist? And where was that actually taken? Was
Fuck
it
is this?
See, because the courthouse didn't exist back then. What was that? Was it the new? I think it was the New House Hotel. Is where that picture was taken.
Why are you so far east?
I know. I dropped it. Wait. Okay. So here's State Seat, Rob. Should I go down 2 more or 1
Yeah,
more?
keep going.
New House
It
Hotel.
was Junior's was Junior's a thing?
Not there. They were they were kitty
Junior's
corner
thing.
from the library or City County.
Juniors has always existed.
Yes, that's true. Since the
Always.
beginning of time.
Like,
Wait, Rob, did I go too far?
before time began.
What do you think, Rob? Should I keep heading?
north.
Should I keep heading west? You
Face
want-
north.
North?
Yes.
Oh, you serious?
Oh my god! Are we seriously going on a Google?
Down-
Oh my god!
Schlegel, what are you doing?
You
Face
said north. That's north.
I didn't say go north. I
Oh,
said
oh,
face.
sorry. So what? You think it's one
So
of these? Do
definitely
you think
taking
it's the
us
Ken
off.
Garf? Do you think it's Ken Garf?
Oh my god. Turn to the right.
Okay. Okay.
That building right there.
You think it's
That
the top
building.
of the Zion building?
Yep. Nope. This white building on the right.
The
That
building
building doesn't have a
right
history. I
there.
think they're on top of that building. Yep. That's what I think.
You think they're on top of the Zion building?
Maybe. Yeah, sure.
What has the red roof? Oh, because this would be gone. Whatever
The
was
white
there.
building you're looking at,
Yeah.
that you were looking at a second ago, is the building in the bottom right there.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
You think they're fighting right there?
He's south of the building, the white building.
Rob,
Yeah,
are you
because
saying
in
that
fact, they're
they would be
probably-
fighting right there? That's where they're
That's
fighting.
possible. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think they might be. I think they might be. Holy shit. Anyway, let's keep
They're
going.
further west. They're further west than
For if
Okay,
ever
look at the
needed-
ochres right there, by the way.
they're up there on that shelf right there. I guess Rob solved the mystery.
Good job, Robbie.
Oh, you
Producer Rob.
you got a little bit of the inversion going on in
Oh
that.
yeah, nice. Good call, Bradford. Total fucking inversion right
That's
there.
a great fucking mask, by the way.
Yeah, that is
Look at
good.
the
mask.
eyes
Dark
on
side
it.
of his art.
Yeah, it's
The destruction.
Well, what
is
time of year
terror.
do you think that was? Do you think that was March? With the snow-capped mountains like that, or April?
Dude, it could
perhaps?
be right around now. You're right. I mean, it's pretty high.
On what planet did this look like Japan?
Well, that's my favorite. Is that movies have changed so much. Where in 1983, this shot, you're like, yeah, that's enough mystery and intrigue. You know, like that's like, could you imagine that passing for a movie right now? Like, there's no
No,
fucking
people
way.
were like, "That's the Salt Lake City skyline."
But I do appreciate the DP was like, I think I want a little bit more of that skyline. I don't know the plot. I don't know if the buildings are important to the plot of Revenge of the Ninja.
Once we can actually hang out in the same room, we are absolutely watching Revenge of the Ninja.
Dude.
The plot of the movie
Side
is
of-
very important. I can assure you of that.
I'll just go ahead and watch it before I go to sleep.
His art. The destruction is terrifying and absolute.
Is this a trailer?
Revenge of the Ninja.
That's a great quote, by the way.
The destruction is terrifying and absolute.
The destruction is terrifying in absolute.
Of his art. The destruction is terrifying
Like,
and
pretty
absolute.
serious.
Before this broadcast, Ryan, if you would have ever asked,
If you could have destruction, and you could either make it not be terrifying or not be absolute, which one would you have it not be?
I mean, I would go with. I won't make it.
I don't want it
terrifying.
absolute. I don't want
think
destruction
that's-
absolute.
Okay, that's what I would choose. I
Yeah.
choose like let's keep it terrifying but not be absolute.
Is that one of those?
It's
was-
scary for the moment.
Things inevitable.
Oh, that's such a good point.
Is
They-
one of those things inevitable?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, first of all, these fucking guys are trying to, they're just fucking chit-chatting about their week, how the Jazz have been going,
The
and this fucking
destruction
ninja
is
drops down and fucking gives them the business.
Hey,
Oh,
Ryan.
And
yeah. What's up, Clay?
I'm just wondering, like, we should have a Revenge of the Ninja watching party. That's all I'm just trying to say.
Should we do,
Sorry.
again, we tried doing Carnival of Souls. You never wanted to do this. I would do a fucking...
No, we need to do it. We need to do a.
Let's just have that watching party right now, right here on this YouTube.
I don't see how our ratings could go down. But if we one more chance. If you could broadcast, if you can close that window and broadcast live, one shot into the universe. I have a copy of Corin's record, and we're gonna give people 5 more minutes.
Oh my god.
Does
You
anybody
should-
want to take this?
You should offer $5.
Whoa,
Five free
your
dollars
brother's saying a lot of
I will
shit.
also pay you $5 American.
to take this. I will Venmo $5 to Clay.
I will
if
literally
he-
frisbee it out towards you when you come to my house.
Oh my god. Should we-
Actually, I also have a copy of Get Rich or Die Trying by 50 Cent that I'll throw in for free. What's it
Holy
going to
shit.
take, folks?
I will do...
Nope. Nobody
The-
will take
the
that poison.
soundtrack or the Jim Sheridan film?
What's that?
The soundtrack or the Jim Sheridan film? With
No.
starring 50 Cent.
LP. The
The
50 Cent.
LP. On CD, vinyl, what format?
We're going to both
I
on
need
vinyl.
the details here.
I'm so glad
Both
Jeremy's
on
coming in hot.
Both
Give me the
on
fucking details. I want to know. I don't want to know
Yeah, you
what's going
can't
on.
you can't just throw out offers without making clear the terms.
It's very true.
I'm looking at the YouTube feed, and Ryan's basically just shut me off. Are you muting me again, bud?
No, you're in the dark. I don't know what to tell you. You've gone.
Why am I dark? It's bright in here.
Is the YouTube
Yeah,
feed still
I thought you had
broadcasting?
turned off the light.
I thought you were going to bed, Clay. Like your light.
It is
You're like, don't look at me.
This is BS, man.
But we're doing a really good job of Ryan's the lightest, and then Rob, then Jeremy, and then Clay.
Yeah, sorry, I just got lighter. Last week, like Clayton went to bed the second the YouTube feed went off.
That's true. Like we were like,
Yeah,
hey,
okay.
we're gonna chat more, and then we like turned off the thing, and then Clay was like, get bait.
It's like, let me go listen to Freak on a Leash on vinyl.
I've already watched. I'm gonna let
so I
you.
can hear the pop.
I'm gonna let.
Am I still dark? Am I still dark?
Very
boys?
dark.
Am I still dark?
Completely
You're very
dark.
So weak. Okay, hold on.
I was pretty dark earlier, and you're darker than that.
Yeah, Jeremy actually had some light going on. Okay, I'm gonna play the trailer for you
we've been
guys.
trying to get some diversity on the show. I know
Hey, when I was doing white people getting turned, I mean, Jesus, that's not what we're not looking for this kind of rebuttal in the dark on this stuff. I'm going to play this trailer for you guys. I will be right back. I really have to pee. It's been 40 minutes.
Ryan, will you let me join the Zoom before you?
You
go
are,
pee?
dude. You just saw. I just saw.
I'm
your
bringing it.
hand.
I'm bringing
We just saw some light.
Dude, what
Bring
is?
another format, dude. Bring another format.
Oh, I see. You're whatever you just got off of. You were on,
No, your computer's working now, Clay.
and now you're sideways, Clay.
Oh,
No, this is good. This is good, Clay.
Yep. No, this is perfect. You got it, Clayton. This is great.
No, this is good.
I love you. Yep. All of this. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. It's very good.
This reminds me of hot dog flavored water.
Okay. Clay, I'm
Starfish,
muting
yeah.
your old stream. You're now
Everybody
sideways.
Don't do anything.
There you
All I
go.
want is more.
Everybody, settle down.
No,
Okay.
why do I have to settle down? I love what you're doing.
He loves it. He loves it. Okay, so I'm going to play for you guys. I've already seen this. I will be right back. I am just going to go use the little tinkle room. But you guys watch this. I'll be right back. Oh, shit. I fucked up. Oh, Jesus, Clay.
What am I about to watch?
What the fuck, Clay? What the fuck just happened to him?
Now
He's got 2 views out.
I'm still working on my views, man.
Okay, so you work on that view. I will be right back. You guys watch this and give me your thoughts. I think it's very good. We'll pause more when we get back.
Absolute. Revenge of the Ninja. Starring martial arts master Sho Kosugi and his son
Absolutely.
Kane Kosugi,
Oh, yeah.
6-year-old
It's still
world
live on
karate
YouTube.
champion.
I don't know
When
why.
he came to America,
Still on my
he put
Facebook
aside
Live, bro.
his weapons.
Anything that could be used against me.
But he could not put aside his destiny as a warrior.
This is all about the experience, Mr. Sir.
So, someone on the YouTube chat room
And
is
now,
asking for the $5 offer
destiny
to
has
take
come searching
porn off your
for
hands,
him.
Clay.
Oh, cool.
No, look, you gotta do the thing. You gotta
Venmo me at ClaytonScrivener@gmail.com. And I will
Venmo you.
Venmo me at ClaytonScrivener@gmail.com. I will send them the
One
record.
in the service of evil. One.
Wait,
bound
request
by
$5
honor and
to
vengeance must fight to the death.
That was a joke.
Because
who's
only a
this
ninja
person? Who's this
can
person?
kill a ninja.
April Long?
Oh my god! Yeah. Okay. All right.
Revenge
Tell her
of
she
the
has to.
ninja.
Tell her she
The
has
great
to.
martial arts explosion of the 80s.
Has to zoom in,
comes to
otherwise she's not
America
eligible.
with full force.
Ryan, you don't have to tell her if she's watching the stream.
Watching, she can hear. So April,
Probably
click
has
the
functional
link
ears.
and help us get some diversity on
For
this.
over 75 years, people have saved money with...
She came in last week and
Sorry,
she was
from the
great.
top.
But if
For
she's
over
gonna need to
75
zoom in,
years,
tell her.
Click on the
Together.
link, and then when Schlegel gets
What are you
back,
doing
they'll
there?
let you in.
Geico,
saving people money for over 75 Schlegel let April into the Zoom chat.
Oh,
This isn't my fellow Pokemon buddy, is it? No, that was.
I'm not
No.
sure
Sarah, that was
April
Sarah.
did the.
So wait, did I miss the whole thing, or did it start just playing an ad?
Oh, we had a comer for the free corn records.
Oh, well, they get to.
Schlegel, let everybody into the Zoom
I'm
chat.
trying, but I'm not. She's not here. She's not here.
What the fuck?
No, she was in the YouTube comments
Come on,
asking
April.
about the $5 offer.
Do you want this corn record or not?
Did you see the other shots of Salt Lake? By the way, that was all I really wanted to talk about.
Nobody watched anything.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, I was playing the whole overtime. We're putting on such a good show, very professional, like we've been all night long.
April, if you're out there, zoom in and
This is not what I
porn
want.
record is yours.
Where did Revenge of the Ninja rank on that top 10?
Oh, that's a good point. It would have linked there. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Look at
No,
that.
this is good. This is.
We gotta watch. Should we
Are
do it
talking
live?
top 10 records? Are talking about top 10 movies filmed in Utah?
No, it was top 10 worst ninja movies.
That was
So
the
I
Watch
just had it
Mojo.
up.
We will
So I
definitely
give you-
get flagged. Ryan Bradford and I have sat in San Diego and watched 4,000 years of Watch Mojo, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Wait, was every bad ninja movie filmed in Utah?
It was. I'm not making it up. This was a thing on Schlegel's screen.
Yeah, it's called Watch Mojo, top 10.
Top 10 worst ninja movies.
I know, it's up next. By the way, that building's gone, right? That's not there anymore.
So my question is, where was Revenge of the Ninja?
All right. We'll go to the next. Okay, I don't think it's on there. I just think because we had Ninja in the list.
Okay.
Let me just see. Hold on. Take comfort.
I don't even want to look
Oh
at
shit!
it.
It's the Beneficial Life building.
The whole point of watching it would be to see where Revenge of the Ninja
No,
fell
let's,
in.
let's
It
go
would be
through
like
it. Let's
a
go through it. I don't think it makes a list, dude. I'm telling you right now.
The Ninja Squad.
Ninja Squad. What is this though? What number is this? They're still talking about it.
They spent more than a minute per movie. This is 12 minutes.
This is
of-
Watch Mojo. This is it's like crack cocaine for me. By the way,
Yeah.
April hasn't joined. I'm trying. April, you can join. I don't know why.
Oh, did you send her email a link or what?
I don't know if she wants to join. We've already
It's
done.
in the YouTube.
It's in the
chat.
YouTube channel.
I mean, if
April,
she
go
wants that
up.
corn record, she's gonna click the link.
This is like a guy trying to get room service at his nice chic Alps thing, and it's not working out for him. First of all, this is just the gymnastics. That's what Tokyo.
Yeah,
would,
that-
that's what Tokyo Olympics would have looked like this year
What do they
if
call
it
that?
continued
The
on.
horse, the
Pommel horse.
fucking horse.
Pommel horse.
Pommel
Oh
horse.
shit, this is a good game. Surviving the Game is not a ninja movie. What the fuck are they talking about? Oh, they must be talking about how this is a survival movie about
If
ninjas.
Revenge of the Ninja didn't make it when that made the list, then that's an
Oh,
outright
by the way,
certainty.
Surf Ninjas is way too low. Number 8, Surf Ninjas is sweet. They have Sega. Bradford, do you remember Surf Ninjas?
You know what?
is the worst,
let me
though,
say,
so
funny story about Surf
higher-
Ninjas.
Oh, Jeremy, hold on.
I was
Jeremy,
in
hold on.
I was in a
Turning all-
made-for-TV Disney movie when I was in high school.
Proof
called
Point.
Proof Point.
Proof Point.
Directed by Neil Israel, who was also the director of Surf Ninjas.
I never knew that. Did you ask him
Really?
1,000 questions on set, or were you too nervous to even speak to
I
him?
don't know. I don't think I knew on set, but I knew
Were you starstruck
afterwards.
working with such an esteemed director?
he was a nice guy. He was business as usual. Like, I didn't feel that he had a lot
grasp
of
on the
passion for his
material?
craft. Like it just seemed like a job to him. But maybe he had that passion.
Did he overcover scenes, or was he kind of like, let's just got move on? Like, what was his working
It
process?
was just like going through the motions of directing.
Did he allow for you to bring some of your ideas to the table, Bradford?
Yeah, was he an actor's director?
Yeah, did you?
No, he was he was an actor's actor director.
He was an actor's director, producer, cinematographer.
Yeah.
So Rob Schneider,
That doesn't make any sense.
this is Rob Schneider calling the alt-right, saying, "I can't wait to be your spokesperson." That's a deep political. Okay, first of all, from was he in? No, never mind. I'm not going to go down that path.
Doesn't necessarily capture.
Okay, I can't listen to Watch Mojo. They're the worst commentators.
Okay, Ryan, when you were making this, had Surf Ninjas been made?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Were you aware?
Oh
of
yeah.
it? Was it like, oh my god, we're working with the director of Surf Ninjas?
I think there was some knowledge of that.
Whispers
I
on the
hadn't
set,
seen
whispers
Surf
on the
Ninjas
set.
at the time.
Mm-hmm.
This was around
This
like
was
2000,
it
2001.
was kind of like a high pressure, like, this is my follow up. It has to be, I have to top Surf Ninjas.
Oh, wait. Sorry, everybody. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Energy restored.
We have a big moment here. For the first time from the Weber County, from Ogden City proper, she is the newest recipient of the record Freak on a Leash by Korn. April. Oh, she already went away.
Nope. Back.
April, I'm doing a
Is
big
she- is she
introduction
in?
for you. Do you even care, April?
We have an April Long.
Hi, April.
She's listening to the stream, not the Zoom. April, when you get to this part of the
She's here now.
stream,
I see her.
put it on your Zoom. Listen to the Zoom, April, not the stream.
She's on the Zoom.
April, we can all see you.
Hi,
and,
April.
hear you.
April, Zoom. Oh, Jesus.
She's
Clayton's
leaving.
bot.
Into the
Look,
stream?
look this.
Whoa, what's going on?
It's so
Bath time and ninja mode?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Why did we get away from Worst Ninjas? This is getting better by the second. Oh, my God. Why is Polyester Blend turning into a 3-hour show? Because we
Definitely
got
not
the
for any
content. We got the content.
No, not for any good reason.
Producer Rob, always the
this-
first person to be like, cut it, cut it, cut it.
Okay,
Well said.
are we still in Surf Ninjas, or what? Are we in the number 7?
Jeremy,
we're in
oh,
6.
Jeremy, it got on top of Jeremy tonight. Jeremy, we are well past Surf Ninjas.
What was
we are,
7? What was number
we're-
7?
Oh, 7 was.
You don't have to scroll back. Just tell me the name of it.
I don't remember what I memorized this shit. No way.
This wasn't Surf Ninjas.
Ninjas
8? Okay.
Extreme
I
Weapons.
had no idea that Rob Schneider was in Surf Ninjas.
Dude, very prominent part.
That's
Your
comic
director worked with Rob
Yeah.
Schneider, right?
Yeah, right. Ryan,
Um,
did he not lean over? He's like, "Can I speak to the drummer of the band? Can I speak to the drummer?" Now, when I was working with Rob Schneider, I had to bring out, his essence, and I want to bring that out of you tonight, Ryan. Could you drum
Yeah.
like you're saying?
Yes, Neil?
See it in
Yes,
you.
Neil?
Could you drum like you're? Could you drum like you're saying?
Could you drum like you're
making
Rob
copies?
Schneider?
Come on, that was a great. Come on.
April, did you ever star alongside
No.
anyone who worked
Immediately
with
walking away.
the director of
She's
Surf
gone.
Ninjas?
April's
No.
continuously having phone calls with Clayton Scrivener and not paying attention to how important this show is, and
Wait, where'd Clayton go?
he's calling. They're communicating by phone. I have 100% guarantee.
They're working out this
Laughable sound
corn deal off the record. They don't want it.
Why
they
did
don't
we
want
get
the-
involved in this whole situation? All right, let's get back to the list
You'd
here.
think they'd want arbitration.
Well, Clayton's got to do what he's got to do. We move from. Hey, April, you're welcome
I'm
back
not gonna
anytime.
judge.
Oh yeah, there's the bathtub scene. Is that a balm? She got a balm. Oh, it's some soaps. Some soaps. That is the
That's
same. That is the
soap.
same tub you can get into at any of Wendover's suites when you are able to go
Hey,
back.
do you think anybody has ever watched all the Watch Mojos?
Who watches the Mojo? Who watches the Watch Mojo?
Oh, yeah, watches the Watch
Who
Mojo.
watches the Watch Mojo?
Oh
I
man,
feel like they must
most
have a
depressing
quality
question
control.
I've ever heard.
I will say that I'm not afraid of saying that I'm probably batting over 50% because that's what batting is scored by. I'm definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like they put out a lot of
I don't-
content though.
I don't want to get it too far off attention to this list.
Please don't
so
get
I
off
wanna,
attention to this list.
Mine it too far, yeah.
Have you ever gone down the rabbit hole of Watch Mojo, Jeremy? You had to have. You love this kind of shit. Come on.
I definitely haven't watched more than half of them. I'm gonna look up. Let's continue. Let's see what are we. Is this number 6 right now? We're looking.
Yeah, we're
at,
at.
or is this
No,
seven?
here's number 6, Ninja Assassin,
Ninja
which
Assassin.
is only 11 years old. Very bloody boy. Oop! I got something on my face. Not ready for my close up. Wow! So you remember how much the shutter speed went up? It's insane, Jeremy. Look at this. When we go back to a classic like Revenge of the Ninja, shot in Salt Lake City, 1983, they didn't need to worry about the shutter speed like this. They don't need to be worried about dramatic lighting. They just said, open fucking iris. No, they want to just not worry about
It's
depth
like,
of field.
we just
No
need to
depth of
make
field.
Sure it's bright enough that we're getting the picture.
No depth of
And
field.
hopefully-
Yeah, don't worry about that shit. Just everything's exposed. Everything's in focus.
Hopefully
All
a
of Salt Lake.
48th of a second is enough to get the light we need to be able to see.
And this dumb shit. Look how dumb all this stuff is. I mean, I understand the man's physically fit, but this sucks.
This isn't like, what's so bad about this? This is just me.
Sorry, I'm more of a Surf Ninjas guy. You
Mediocre.
know I've always been a Surf Ninjas guy. Same year, Ninja Assassin. So the same year is number...
Show some breadth of history, Watch Mojo.
All right, first of all, don't go to Watch Mojo for the... It's not like the Library of Congress. They're not fucking cataloging all
But they
the
should
good
be.
stuff. They
They'll
should
be there soon.
Actually, soon enough. Oh my God.
They are trying to do. they are trying to give us the definitive top 10 worst ninja movies, not the top 10 worst ninja
Oh my
movies
God.
of 2009.
Bradford and Jeremy and Rob to a lesser extent, and April, whenever you want to join in here. When is Library of Congress going
April,
to start?
connecting to audio. April, are you live?
April. April.
Can you hear me?
April,
Yes.
hello.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
We've had you on
Awesome.
screen
You're
for some
perfect.
time.
Back,
Don't
it's
change a
nice
thing.
to see you. It's great. Everything. We're all together here.
Bradford.
What are you crazy people doing?
Okay, so Clay, I had a really important point. Okay, so we're watching Watch Mojo on YouTube's top 10 worst ninja movies of all time. Okay, but here's my real thing.
Oh, we're still in the worst ninja movies. Okay.
Could you just let me just tell you really.
No, I'm just talking.
Just
I'm
let
just
me-
talking along in real life.
Let me tell you right now. Here's my thought. Okay, and Jeremy and Bradford and Rob to a lesser extent, listen to me. Watch Mojo is becoming the cultivator of content, of lists, of
They
what,
are the new Library of Congress.
and that's what I'm saying. Are we not ready for the Library of Library of Congress to start coming out with its own top 10 lists like Watch Mojo? I want a battle between Watch Mojo and Library of Congress on YouTube.
Are they going to be
Library
renamed the Library of Content?
My stumbles in the language area do not equate to yes or no, but
No, but
yes.
your stumble might be a fine idea. Are they going to be the Library of Content?
Library of
At some
Content.
point, yeah, that's a good idea. I
variation.
think maybe that's a
If you have
rebranding in the year
Library of
2050.
Content archivist working on this, you're going to get some older stuff
want-
that maybe no one knows about.
Listen, Polyester Blend has always been the Thomas Edison factory of ideas. We know that the players, the major players out there listen to us, take the ideas. But I'm currently muting everybody. But Clayton's gone. April, how are you? How are you tonight?
Here she comes.
What's it like to get Korn's Freak on a Leash in rapping? Is this a big moment for you?
It's a big moment because I have no idea who they are.
Shut the fuck up. No, you know who fucking Korn is. Fuck are you
I
talking
really
about?
don't. I have no idea.
You're better off.
Oh, fuck.
I
Rob
approve.
figured out how to unmute
I
himself.
approve of
And
April's-
there we have it, the winner of Freak on a Leash.
Yeah.
Someone who has no idea who they are.
As someone who has no idea, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be so good. I'm so excited.
Okay, good. What am I to expect here? What kind of music is it?
Oh, this is great. Okay, let's all take turns explaining what Korn sounds like to someone who's never
Let's
listened
start
to
it
Korn.
off with the people that were alive when Korn was popular.
Okay, so I saw April. This is a big moment. I saw Korn live at the East Center. It's been talked about ad nauseum on this show.
Rudy, this is unacceptable. Come on.
Clayton's got to get muted. He's out.
Sorry,
We gotta- we
I'm
gotta-
sorry. I yelled at my dog.
So here's the deal, April.
Yeah.
Did you ever were you ever sick of a bass player picking or using his fingers on an upward motion on a bass? Were you ever sick of that? Because Korn offers you someone taking their thumb and whapping their
Slapping that
their
bass.
Slap that
Oh,
bass.
okay. Slap
Slap
that
at the
bass.
bass.
No. There has been plenty of examples through human history of slapping bass being a jazz. There's definitely technique. This is actually real. Fieldley, which is his name, the bass player of the minstrels known as Korn, the Bakersfield Beethovens, as I call them.
Fieldley?
It is actually, his name is Fieldy, Fieldley.
L-Y?
Ly.
Okay.
He was like, I'm not just going to slap my bass, I'm going to detune it. So he's basically taken what musical notes are and said, none of that, please. I want just the garbage. And it's fucking sweet. And it got me as a 14, 15-year-old boy right in the musical gullet. And I saved it. So we're getting lots of shots. Oh, Clay, we're getting some good shots here,
You're
bud.
muting me. I'm
You're not muted.
I'm
We just saw your long
whistling at my
johns.
dog. I thought you.
He's bad content here.
Oh, I thought you said you're muting me. I'm whistling at my
Polyester
dog.
Blend content comes when Clayton thinks he's muted.
It was just a very
Like, I'm
close.
just
It was
gonna go
it was
shake
like
my dog.
junk shot
Oh,
of his
man.
long johns.
I don't remember. There was an episode where his like, oh, yeah, it's almost snuggle time. Don't worry. Like he was.
Yes.
That was good con. Yeah.
Jeremy, how would you describe Korn to someone who's not heard Korn before? Have you listened to that much Korn?
I have a confession. I've never really listened to Korn.
All right, Jeremy's out. Jeremy's out. Jeremy, you're dead to me.
I could not name you a Korn song.
Jeremy, that is not a confession. That is a brag.
I have like heard Korn and I have like said, yeah, no, thank you. But I have like never engaged in it in a way where I'm like, oh, the Korn album, I like to slap the bass out of tune is so much better than the Korn album. Fuck Sticks. Like I don't have
none of their songs were called Fuck Sticks.
my
they
God.
were prophetic.
They were called Cameltosis. Jeremy.
Cameltosis was the second to last song on the album that April's got. Also, let's not forget April. Do you know what? Do you know that there's a song?
Is that real or is that a joke?
That's a real song. That's
real. That's
we talked about it
completely real.
earlier. April, let me just explain to this. Let me just explain. Oh,
Yeah.
so if you heard that,
Ryan, can you play Cameltosis?
No. Every time I play Korn, we get flagged. Every time we.
No. That's a bad idea.
Every time I play Korn, we get flagged and we can't play. But let me just tell you this, April, listen to me. Listen to the sound of my voice. If you heard, listen to the sound of my voice. If you heard that there was a song called Adidas, like the shoes. Do you know Adidas, the shoes? Are you familiar?
Yeah.
What would you think that song? It's literally it stands for something. What do you think it stands for?
Oh no, man! You really
It's an
don't. You're taking her down this road.
It is.
It's an acronym.
Yes.
Korn is a really bad band.
What do we
Real bad.
What do we
All
think
top bottom.
Adidas stands for?
So does
Okay,
the
well,
A
let's-
stand
well-
for ass?
No,
Well, I
Jeremy,
think-
this question is not to you. Just keep drinking. Just keep listening,
I
Jeremy.
feel like I should be allowed to participate.
I'll
since I
give you
don't
the
know.
next one. I'll give you the next one.
I'll help.
Just
Is it ADIDAS? Is that right?
sure.
Oh boy.
Sounds good. April, you sounds like you're on the right path. What do you think that stands for?
Right. Well, I'm just trying to go with it. Well,
Just
that
play it
April
out.
does.
Oh, a
April
little
does
personal.
incredible dance, aerobics.
Beautiful,
Oh,
April.
wow.
That
Sometimes
is that,
April does incredible dance aerobics. Sometimes.
Wow,
April,
that's
that
pretty
is
good.
so
Would you please put on
good.
the Korn
April,
thing?
that is
That's
fucking.
what it stands for.
Yes, and that's what's crazy. April, that is exactly what Korn was singing about in 1996. So you win the prize. April, would it astonish you if I told you that this is what it actually stands for in the world of Korn? Are you ready?
Okay.
Could
Are you gonna play the edited version?
No, fuck off.
And-
Could you imagine?
Don't I get a guess? Because I don't know either.
Do you want? Okay, Jeremy, go for it.
Okay. Should I go super?
Wait, hold on.
I assume
Whoever gets
it's-
closer gets the Korn record, or what?
Yes, I
No,
love that.
April can
It's,
never-
it's Price is Right rules.
Without going over.
You have to guess right or without going over.
Yes, I love that.
I'm not
Adidas.
sure.
ADIDAS.
Okay.
So ass.
You're in the right headspace.
You're in the right
Dick.
headspace.
Interval.
Bummer.
Oh man.
And
What if they tie at 0?
device.
Oh wow.
Do not tell me that mine ties with this.
Advocacy.
Oh wow.
Well, Korn, big
Something
advocate.
Big advocate.
Hold on. I dropped my phone at that one.
One of
Sorry.
the mainest things.
Corn Advocacy Network.
The hunger?
Oh, if you got problems, call us up. Oh, Patina.
I'm not. I don't want the record, so I'm trying to throw it. You know.
Yeah. All right. Well, both of you are.
Both of you lose. So we're
So
gonna have to
let-
come up with
neither
some
of us get a
tiebreaker.
word
We're gonna have to throw that album right in the fucking garbage. So.
I wasn't keeping that much of track. If someone could tell me if they got one of the words right, let me go through.
Oh, we were supposed to get one of the words right. Okay.
Okay, well,
You're
April,
supposed to
with
get
that
all the
attitude,
words
you can
right.
just kiss that Korn album goodbye if you want to come at us with that attitude.
I guess I'm going to keep it in my collection.
Just joking. Let me tell April, let me tell Jeremy, here's what Adidas stands for. And let me know afterwards how close you
Did
thought.
everyone else already know the whole thing? But
Yes,
Oh, man.
we've talked
I feel
to
like
it.
You're going to get fucked. You're going to get blocked by YouTube so fast when you drop this. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, here is what Adidas stands for. All day, I dream about sex.
Oh man!
How close were
You followed
you
up with
two?
You know what? Okay, I'm going to argue this. Because when you see April's dancing incredible with these aerobic dance moves, I think that would be what would happen. So I say,
Well, then you might start my dream.
Much better.
I too would say April got it right and deserves the record.
April, you are not going to get the hit song Adidas, All Day I Dream About Sex. You are going to get, and by the way, he wrote that because he wore Adidas shoes and he thought to himself, what if I made a little ditty about that? What if I did something with that? And so, by the way, all creative writing people out there, just look at your shoes and come up with a little acronym and then just make that song. Because you too.
Does the lyric in the song, does he sing Adidas or does he sing All Day I Dream About Sex?
He goes, all day long, I dream about sex. That's I literally nailed it. I fucking nailed it.
It's in long.
Hold on.
All day long.
I gotta say, I think you did nail it. And could I hear it one more time?
Okay, hold on. I gotta play a cover. Let me do a karaoke. Let me do Adidas Korn.
I would prefer to be surprised by the album.
By the way, I've just done a deep. Hey guys,
Like
let
reading
me.
Romeo and Juliet for the first time. You know, it's like the more surprised you are, the better it is.
Clay, do you want to say something?
Yeah, can I just talk about this for a second? So in 19. Oh boy, I'll wait till after the corn thing.
Remember how you said all day long I dream about
I'm
sex?
gonna see somehow. It always seems that I'm reeling in something. I'm not gonna do the whole song, but I just want to get to. This is so.
Can I just say that Adolf Dassler named Adidas after his name Adi, and his first three letters of his last name Dassler in 1949.
Thanks. Your fucking name. So let's fuck. Oh wait, hold on. All day I dream about sex.
No.
All
Hey, Ryan.
This is great. I gotta go.
Hey, Brian. I changed my mind. Can I pay you to stop, and then I'll just not even take the Korn album.
Dream about fucking.
Did
That
you know
is
that Adi
Zoom.
Dassler created the football boot that you could swap the cleats on?
Oh, whether it was turf or dirt or whatever.
It was raining and it was all muddy, and the Germany team was able to swap out their cleats to be cleats designed to stick in mud rather than
those
dry
damn Germans.
And then the Germans won.
This is the first time ever that Rob has just said no to our show. That's how bad and clean up we are right now.
Rob just bounced because
Rob just bounced, and April's face says it all, which is just this is a disappointment from top to bottom.
I was
I'm not
trying to change the subject from Korn, and
You're doing great. We are now at the post 9/11 era. We are in the post 9/11 era, but
We are
in the
post 9/11.
3 hour mark of our show. I'm not gonna end the Zoom.
From a flashback point of view.
I'm not gonna end the Zoom. I'd love to come back and talk to you y'all if you want to keep going. I would.
Or is it time to kill the live feed?
We're gonna kill the live feed. We got to kill the live feed.
In the last hour.
Yeah,
we got some late night
live
viewers.
feed has been wanting more Korn content.
We've got
Wait.
a lot. Getting it.
I have an idea.
Oh yeah, go
I
ahead.
have an idea about this.
Please.
Yeah,
Let's
I have
listen
a-
to the lady.
I have
You know,
an
the
idea
only
about this
female
album.
involved.
At this point, because you've really sold me on this corn now, I would like not only.
Do you want me to go through the lyrics again? All day.
I gotta go.
All day
Brian,
long, I have fantasized about sex.
Sorry.
Hey, why are we all interrupting the woman here?
Sorry, that's a very good point.
I
April,
know.
there was a
Robin the
joke.
Boy.
Speak, everyone.
April, go ahead. Sorry. April, I'm sorry. It was a joke.
Let
I was
April
doing a joke.
speak. You're all being assholes. See, April left.
Okay.
Ooh, there she
All
is.
right. No. Okay. So I will get paid $5 to take this album, right, Clay? And then on top of that,
You will dispose of it in an environmentally safe
no.
fashion.
I'll listen to. I'll give it a chance. And
that's a bad idea.
That's too friendly. Okay. But I would also like one of the albums that you discussed last week.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because I do not have that.
Let's talk about that offline. I want to say, if you, I would like to also talk to you all. You are wonderful people, and I'm going to move into
I'm
the
into
studio because I have to.
Oh, you need to go. You need to make it to the.
Yeah, I gotta
after
go.
hours
I gotta
break.
go outside. I'm being too loud, so I gotta get out of the studio. Please, Rob's coming back in. You all keep talking. I'll meet up with you in 2 minutes. I just
Oh,
gotta
this is
back
where-
outside.
This is where gambling's gonna happen.
And
so
I mean,
it's all right.
I'm just saying, I'm ready
Rob's
to play.
coming back, so it's all good.
We'll get you guys
Okay,
all playing.
That was fun. Thank you, live studio
this
audience.
is-
Thank you.
This has
everybody.
always
Members
been
on
fun.
the,
Tune in next week for Ryan's Comic Corner.
Yes, Ryan's Comic Corner. The only thing that matters, Ryan. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. You know I love you
Ryan,
so much.
we love you, man. Thank you so much.
Clay, I love you so much. You know that
Love
so
you
much.
too,
We're
man.
doing
That
a
was
great
a lot
job.
of fun.
Jeremy, thank
It's
you for
always a lot of
listening.
fun.
April,
Good night, Facebook.
thank you for existing. Rob, thank you for producing the show. You know that you're in charge of all this. We will be back next week with a lot more excitement, a lot more fun. I am Ryan Schlegel, my co-host.
That's life.
Clayton Scribner, Ryan Bradford, the only guest
That's
that
what the
matters
people
besides
say.
the wonderful April, but besides Jeremy G.
Right,
Jeremy,
April.
sorry, did not want to make sure
Shot down
Jamie G. Thank you very
But I
much
know
for being here.
I'm
Jeremy
gonna
Matthews,
change
he is
that
the
tune.
YouTube chat master. Rob, the producer. All of you who listen, we'll be back next week.
Said that's life.
Fuck Star Wars. It can eat some
Funny
shit.
as it may
I'm done with
seem,
that
funky as
stupid
it
fucking
may
crap.
seem, some people get
We'll
their
see you
kicks
next week, y'all.
from stepping on a dream.
Bye-bye.
But I don't let it get me down. 'Cause this old world keep going around. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. And up, down, over and out. But I know one thing. Each time I find myself falling flat on my face, I just pick myself up and get right back in the race. That's life. I can't deny it. I thought of quitting one time. The red man wouldn't buy it. If I didn't think it was worth the try, I rolled myself up in a big ball and died. Hey, I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a pawn and a king. Up and down, over and out. But I know one thing. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I just pick myself up and get back in the race. Side that's life. I can't deny it. Thought of running out, but my bill just wouldn't let me buy it. If I didn't think it was worth a try,